Hey gamers, welcome back to a brand new DSP video. We're gonna go over some stuff. It's gonna be a doozy of a video. I don't know how long it's gonna be, not gonna promise anything. But let's start off with Twitter. Now, as you can see, DSP has officially decided he's gonna start paying for Twitter. Imagine paying for Twitter. Truly clown behavior. I mean, who would pay for that fucking hell site? Anyways, moving forward, I should tell you, do not retweet DSP ever again. The days of retweeting him are over because he'll just get paid for those retweets now. So don't do it. Just screen cap the tweet and post it. No need to retweet because why give him money, man? You know what I mean? Just do it the fun way and just screen cap everything, I guess. Whatever. Anyways, this guy sent DSP a clip of Rich reacting to DSP's stream or whatever the fuck. So let's listen to what Rich has to say.
Does he have what the final play? I don't do any fucking kind of gambling. What, he has a fucking chip behind him? Phil, and I'm not like, you're not part of the show, dude. That's like me being invited on as a guest and like me like having that person's using that person's terminology and having their branding because I was a guest.
Now, I love the rest is just gonna be replaying that part. So Mark says, like, DSP, I think you broke him, man. And you listen to what Rich has to say. Rich does have a point. This is a very skewed perspective of it because when DSP did that review tech documentary react with Kino Casino, he brought a briefcase of poker chips and mentioned, oh, when you go to a casino, all that bullshit. Now, why would DSP brought that briefcase of poker chips if he never met Kino Casino? Like, so Rich, in a way, has a point that, like, he started to adopt the casino stuff because he did a stream with Kino Casino, which is kind of what, in my opinion, that's what Rich is talking about. Now, DSP keeps saying how people take everything out of context, they spin it, they do this with that, they do that with this, whatever, right? What is this? Rich is just talking about how DSP is using casino terminology in his content just because he did, like, a few streams with them, suddenly. That's what Rich is talking about. And this dude saying, I think you broke him. Rich brings up a good point because DSP has just been stealing other people's personalities. Like, it's not really a huge, like, crazy conspiracy theory to say that. But this is what DSP has to say. Nobody at all tell Rich that the poker chip is his last chip from my reaction to his documentary and a direct reference to him, not to Kino Casino. This is just too damn good, wow. Now, as I said, Rich, it's very obvious. Rich is just bringing up that he's using casino terminology because he did stuff with it. But wouldn't not telling Rich that the casino chip is his last chip or whatever defeat the fucking point? Because he made it seem that this Kino Casino thing was like a grand gesture to show to Rich that he can get his chips back and all this stuff in life or whatever the fuck. So to not tell him, wouldn't that kind of defeat the whole gesture of what the whole thing was supposed to be about? But then again, the whole thing with the Kino Casino chips was meaningless. As I said in like a few videos ago at this point, that the way he did it made no sense, and it was very clear it was scripted to end with one chip because there was no, like, value. He was just going through the rows, just taking chips out. Like, you know, usually poker chips have designated values for the colors of each chip. But he was just taking the same amount of each chip each time. So it was very clear in his mind. He decided, well, when we get to the end, he's going to have one chip left. So it was very disingenuous and a fake thing. And I don't even think DSP even understood what he was trying to do with it. other than to have a cheap reference to Kino Casino and to Rich. And DSP says it's not a reference to Kino Casino, but it is, because why have poker chips to a documentary? Like, he wasn't gonna do that if he didn't meet Kino Casino. Like, it doesn't, it's just a dumb statement. This is a dumb, like, oh, look at this guy, he's so stupid. But this is, like, really brain dead. You know, like a brain dead, like, retort to what Rich said. When Rich, in a way, has a point of what he was saying in the first place. Like, sure, he doesn't understand the significance of the chip. That's what that's what DSP was getting at. That Rich doesn't understand the significance of it. But it's such an obtuse or, like, small thing that no one would know. If I had, like, you know what, I'm gonna use Mouse Jolene. You know, if you've seen JoJo Sonoshi, you know what this is. If I just had this, like, just sitting there, and, like, guys, don't tell DSP what that means. He's not gonna understand, man. It's a reference to him. And it's like, you know, does that make any sense? Like, he's gonna be like, this is stupid. What the fuck is that? You know, it's like dumb shit like that. And he's like saying this as if it's some profound thing. Like, I just think it's ridiculous, right? That he brings up this whole poker chip thing as a gesture of, like, see, Rich can still turn his life around even after all these fuck ups. But that did not tell him. It's just kind of like, doesn't that defeat the point of what you were trying to do with his fucking stupid ass chips? But no, he did it for the lulz. It meant nothing. Except a own on Rich. And I just love how, like, you know, Rich can't really shit on DSP in any meaningful way. He just sucked at it. Every time he would give him a super chat, it was like, oh, Phil, you, have you ever tried pickled, I don't want to get sexual. I was gonna say something sexual. I didn't want to say it, so whatever. But you know what I mean. Like, he would just come up with, like, lame jokes. And like, it's just lame shit, right? But then you have DSP responding, and it's even worse. It's just what this arc has really shown me is that DSP is, like, the most childish. Like, his mental maturity is literally of a child. Like, this is how children act when they're, like, trying to, like, dunk on you, whatever. And then he posted this picture of Philomania, which I like. Is he has no words, but he fucking willed this into existence. He kept referencing it because, you know, now it's funny to talk about WWE champions. You know, that thing he banned people over. Let's see. Did he ever respond to anyone? He then said, I guess he missed the entire bit where that's his last chip, and it's a reference to him, not Kino Casino. Wow, what a dope. When people say shit like that, I think he's the real dope man. I think that's it. The rest is just, like, all these, like, if you read a lot of these things, it's just a lot of stuff that's, like, baiting people to watch his reference. Oh, okay. Oh no, this is talking about, okay, alright. Never mind, that's not interesting. And then he retweets Cope Side Phil. I just hope you all appreciate how much I enjoy getting responses like this, because every pulled Hogan I get is just a big L to all those who have shit on me in the last decade, and dumb people don't get the joke. What? I've read this. I don't get what DSP is talking about. So, just saying DSP pulls Hogan's, right? He appreciates the reference because it's a big L to us, to the trolls. How is it an own? How is it a big L? Because you laugh? I mean, who texted me? Oh. I'll talk to you later. Shut up. I'm busy. I'm doing Twitter stuff. Doing a video. Shut up. What's the big L? What's the big L? he joined in on the joke that we made. You know, the thing that people said he should just laugh along with. Like, a lot of the times that people make these references isn't necessarily to, like, make fun of him. It's just making fun of the situation, whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. But he says this. Then he says, dumb people don't even get the joke. So, if you don't understand pulled Hogan's, you're stupid. I maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I am. I can be pretty dumb sometimes. So maybe I'm too stupid. I need to go back to school. And he says, I pulled some money, brother. Like, this dude, man, has such lame responses. Then I like says, should I even respond to this? We'll get to this like very, very soon. So let's move on. We're going to DSP grovels before King.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a new segment to introduce to the show today. Ladies and gentlemen,
and get a load of this segment. Get a load.
To introduce a segment to the show. And the name of this segment is going to be called Playing with Doody.
Now, DSP says it's disgusting, like Doody's disgusting and all this shit, but DSP really loves playing with Doody, though. Think about it. I think at this point, it's like some like avant-garde naming that Doody came up with, and it's like, you know, it's probably just like a dumb reference to either Call of Duty or it's just like making fun that DSP just has a fascination with poo. And DSP, yet again, keeps making Doody jokes. It's like the most natural thing you can get from this guy. And DSP is mocking other people for making poo jokes, while this dude will just make poo jokes, like, about anything. It comes naturally to him. And so he can't really mock people about naming themselves Doody or whatever, when this dude, like, is the king of Doody. He's the king of poo. This dude really has developed the detractor meme that he has a poo fetish. And if you go to super extremes, you may even say he has a diaper fetish. And I'm not talking about Jenna, okay? I'm saying when you watch his super turbo streams, every time he picks Honda or a Urian from Third Strike, he will just say dirty diaper or diaper. He always goes to diapers. And he has a poo fetish. So you can really, really go in extreme directions with his own fucking fetishes. And I'm not gonna kink shame people, but DSP should, you know, at least admit he has that fetish. He's gonna keep bringing it up. You know what I mean?
You know, some people like to. Some people, they choose to play with Doody. They poke it, they feel it up. They spend time
feel
with
it up. I've never heard anyone say they feel like in regards to poo that they feel it up. He's not doing himself any favors. He really comes off as you know, that he's into poo. You know what I mean?
They talk to it. Some people interact with Doody. I don't know if you're aware of this. I mean, I have evidence of it right here. Here's a bunch of people who like to play with Doody. All right? So today we'll play with Doody. All right? And you wonder, why am I bringing this up?
Yeah, why?
Because my detractors are so dumb. All right? They actually don't understand that, like, they literally dance like puppets on strings. Whenever I say or do something.
This is so stupid to say that, oh, they dance on puppet on strings. Like, this is massive cope. For him saying dumb shit and then people respond to it. And he's like, see, I trolled him. Like, this is like the biggest, like, DSP is like, is also a natural at playing stupid. Like, playing to play stupid, I should say. You know, like someone says something stupid, and they say, I was only joking. I was only pretending to be stupid. And it's like, okay, you're still stupid. You know, it's that kind of shit. And he does it all the time. And this dude, it just copes by saying, I only pretended, guys. I said this stuff, and look at you. You are you're responding to it. DSP, you realize Doody could say the same, right? What if Doody said in the next video, DSP is playing on strings, man. I said this and he responded. Look at that, man. Like it's a snake eating its own tail. It really is like no point in doing any of this.
They can't resist reacting to it. You understand? They can't. They literally can't resist taking the bait.
Like what
Almost
was
every
the
single
bait?
time that I've attempted to do something where there's bait to be taken, they take it.
But what's the bait? Because if I remember correctly, Duties is responding to DSP talking about ad revenue, which DSP has talked about multiple times. And DSP is saying like he'd said that as bait. So, like, and this is what's really dumb about DSP doing this kind of shit. If this is truly bait, right? Why the fuck are you making your content with trolls in mind? Should you be focusing on your positive audience? Like, this really does not make him look good at all. And by the way, who the fuck watches YouTube like this? Put in a theater mode like a normal fucking person, dude.
And then I just ignore the situation and it all just resolves itself. In this case, like I said, I'm never going to have to actively go after anyone because
What
in
does that
time,
mean?
what's going to happen is they're all just going to unravel themselves. You understand?
Okay.
Like what happened with Review Tech USA. I just sat there and
Oh
took
my
his
God,
abuse for a good.
I took his abuse. Dude, people were making documentaries about Rich for years. He's been a lolcow. And then to say he's been abused by him for years is like the dumbest shit. Like, this, I think at this point, Duty would have a stronger point saying he's being abused by Phil. At this point. Because DSP is literally just like constantly talking about him every day. Now, of course, DSP could say, well, he's abusing me because he's making videos about me every day. And sure, you know, whatever. But to say Rich abuses Phil is like the dumbest thing you could hear.
For a good 10 years. And now look what's happening to the man. It's called karma, right?
10 years. That's I want to say that's like generous. That's
So
a
what we have
generous
here
amount
is
of
a
years.
video that Duty released yesterday called Debunking DSP's Lies About, well, actually, it's not even DSP's lies, which would be proper grammar. It's debunking DSP lies.
Dude, like, it's probably because of the title limit. You know, sometimes when you have a really long title, it may not work in the algorithm, man. Whatever.
About ad revenue and views. Duty brings receipts. Okay, so to clarify, Duty is actually
Duty?
one of my detractors. Okay, he's
No
one of the more
way.
recent ones. I think he's only been doing it for what, a couple of years. But he's been successful at it. He's one of these guys. He takes my content.
He's not too old where he has like a strong rabid fan base. I don't know if that's how we should describe people, whatever. But you know, he's not like the kind of like, you know, with Tevin. Tevin has a lot of people that like his content. So obviously, if DSP shits on Tevin, it's gonna like get pushback or whatever. You know, whatever. At least he perceives that, I guess. Whatever. But Duty is like not too old where that's the case, or he's not too new where he's like a nobody. He's like in the ripe position to be attacked by Phil, to be used as an example of. Because I think DSP feels like he could actually annihilate Duty, which isn't that punching down, correct? And this dude always made it a career to say, I would not go after trolls. I would not do this. And look what he's doing now. He gets like addicted to Kino Casino's like King arc, whatever the fuck. And this dude is like interacting with drama. Isn't this like what he says he doesn't want to do? And I think at some point it's gonna be very, very interesting once this King shit really just completely falls off a cliff and like Kino Casino ignore him completely and they don't talk about him and he's like back into his little kiddie pool. Is DSP gonna like still do this in hopes they get attention? Like this kind of makes you really wonder. And there might be people who are gonna leave. Now, I don't think people are gonna leave because a lot of his chat are really dedicated to loving Phil for some reason. Like I've never seen a community like that dedicated to an individual like this. But whatever.
And he chops it up, he edits it for these digestible videos that are basically crapping on me. All right. And he presents it in a way that's very disingenuous, right? Sometimes he even makes these arguments.
DSP is disingenuous with everything, so why should we be genuine to him? You know what I mean?
Of things that I've never even said or attempted to do in my content. He just makes shit up because he wants to have a video for the day. So often he'll have 2-3 videos in a day that he puts out, and it's like maybe one of them has some substance and the other 2 are just so ludicrously bad, but his viewers are so mentally stunted that they think that what he says and does is either true or...
This is so cool to say out loud that another person's viewers is mentally stunted. What a cool thing to say.
You know.
Remember, guys, it is fucked up to make fun of his audience for being dense, but it's okay to make fun of other people for being mentally stunted. Okay.
Like meaningful. I mean, look at this guy. He is so pathetic. He actually tags my own names.
He's so pathetic. He tags my names. Now, remember this part, right? Let's remember this. Because this will come back in a few in one of the videos I have loaded up. Just remember this. Doody is making a video about DSP. Wouldn't it make sense for him to be tagged? And a lot of people do that anyway. A lot of people who do fucking any kind of video, they will tag it with other stuff. Like, this isn't like a new thing either.
In his content.
Whatever.
So that on YouTube, when you search for DSP, you get his shitty video instead of me. Okay? Like, I mean, that's pretty pathetic. He can't even get a view on his own. So he actually has to use my name in the title, in his hashtag,
This is really dumb. So, like, what should he do? Okay, let's debunking lies about ad revenue and views. Okay, but I guess that's not necessarily false, but at the same time, it may help to know who's he talking about. Like, who's lying? Like, sure, he's using DSP's name, but his video is about DSP anyway. Like, this is really dumb. And everyone tags videos like that. Like, I just can't believe it. And this dude probably in all these videos tagged Doody, tagged Keemstar, tagged all these other things in his own fucking tags. And this dude is mocking. Like, you know what? Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Wait a minute. Let's go to DSP's channel for a bit. Let's just fucking go. DSP Gaming, right? Correct?
You understand?
You understand? Why is Keemstar there? Is he making money off of Keemstar?
There are sometimes things that happen that are like special.
Okay, shut up. Okay, he did not use hashtags, guys, but you fucking know it's in the tags. Or is it? No. I don't have the extension that you can look at tags, but anyways, he puts Keemstar's name in the title. Why? Huh? Man. You know what? I forgot. I can just do this. Let's type Keemstar, right? Correct? My final answer to Keemstar. Why is he putting his name in the titles? DSP reacts Keemstar story? Why is he putting his name in the title? Is he like trying to get attention? This dude is pathetic. Am I doing a podcast with Wings and Boogie? Why are they in the title? Is he trying to make money off of their names? Huh? Keem responds, big announcements, huh? I'm appearing on the side scrollers. Huh? Why is he putting Keemstar's name and stuff? This is weird, man. Like, is he pathetic? This is weird, dude. Like, where's let's see. Final word on Keemstar. Huh? Why am I seeing all these videos? Oh, I was trying to. Then there's like a theories on Dr. Disrespect ban. I was trying to find video like the video where he talks about H3 versus Keemstar, but regardless, he put their names in the title. I guess he's pathetic. He can't get views. He need to put Keemstar in the title to get views, guys.
Every piece of content that Doody puts out is DSP. It's not Doody, it's DSP. That's why people are watching it. You understand? Now, in this video, we're not going to watch it. It's 18 minutes long. It's hilarious. But I'm not going to waste 18 minutes of my time on this turd.
Well, you're wasting time now.
You, basically, his entire setup is making fun of memes about me. You know, 1651, which is a meme that supposedly I spent 1651 on a mobile game. I have 2 big bills coming up. Please support the stream. I guess that's supposed to be something I said at one point, which I believe I did. Okay. I don't know why Fallout is the border.
Because maybe
I mean, he's literally got a picture of my ex, who I've not had any association with. I broke up with her over
she was on stream, so it's very vegan.
7 years ago. 7 years.
Okay.
She has not been a part of my content, nor have I brought her up or mentioned her. He's got a picture of my ex in the bottom left-hand corner of his screen.
It's still part of your lore, though.
I would like you to think about that for a moment.
Like, who cares?
In addition,
okay,
what you see right there.
Whatever.
This right here. Here's my cursor. This right here, okay, I guess is supposed to be the avatar that he speaks from. Let me just test that.
Oh my God.
Doody back again with another video. That's right.
So there you go. That's the avatar he's speaking from. Now, if you notice, that avatar.
And by the way, the other thing I should say is that he brings up like his grammar. I forgot to mention this. What if Doody is like not a native English speaker? Like, what about that, Phil? What if English isn't his first language? You realize that people who upload videos to YouTube are international. Whatever. Okay.
Seems to have my hairstyle. Seems to have my facial hair. Right, like I guess what that's supposed to be a representation of me, a pig in the Fallout Vault Dweller costume. Correct? Is that what that's supposed to be?
Correct.
Is that supposed to be representative of me?
No.
Now I have a question.
It's obviously a reference to Jasper. Like, what the fuck, Phil? You're just stealing Jasper's clout now. But this is like ridiculous. This part is super ridiculous. Get ready. Get hyped.
I'd like you to look at that. Are we looking at that? Now
Look
I'd like
at
you to
that.
look at me. Me, 200-pound Dark Side Phil, right?
Someone put a chart that said like that's still like overweight, and I think like he would say that as well. Like he'd agree he'd be overweight. It's just that when people say fat, he always goes to the extreme of obesity. Like, yeah, no shit, you're not obese, DSP. You don't need special airplane tickets, airplane seat belts when you sit down. Like, of course. You're not like obese, but you do have a weird body. But again, he's like, look how skinny I am, and he just sits down. No, of course he's not. Again, he's not gonna have like a big gut or anything. Like, come on, and it's a caricature. Like, dude, who cares? Like how insecure he is.
Which I have been for like 2 years.
Wow.
Right?
Do you want a cookie?
Does that look like me?
I remember when he was on Twitch, he was like losing pounds every month, it seemed, or every week. It would go like, okay guys, I'm 240, guys, I'm now 235, guys, whoa, dude, I'm 220 now. It's like these are very like quick drops in weight, to the point where it's like, if that was happening, you probably should go to the doctor if you're losing that much weight in like that amount of time. Maybe
I
he
mean,
had
you
a
would
parasite
argue
diet, you know.
that's, Wings or Boogie, and that's the meme, is that all these lol cows are
So
fat or
so get this, right? DSP is not fat. He isn't, right? So like, okay, someone's calling you fat, whatever. But now he's saying if you see, it's okay to call actual fat people pigs. Isn't that kind of mean? Like, why is it okay to be mean to fat people? Like, in reality, I think there'd be more sympathy for people who like Wings if people started calling Wings a pig. Now, I'm sure people call him fat and all this other shit over the years, but I'm just saying, like, if you're an outsider and you're just seeing people calling a fat guy a pig, you're probably gonna be like, oh, that's fucked up. Versus calling a guy like DSP a pig. I think you're gonna like be like, okay, whatever. You can and walk by not really caring what you're listening to.
or whatever. That's literally not even. It's just, why would I look like that? I'm not a fat pig. Even if you say I'm a pig because of the way I behave on stream, that's one thing. But that's literally not even a joke.
Look at the reaction he's getting. He's like, I'm not fat. Okay, so then why are you so worked up about being depicted as fat if you're not fat? Okay.
And these are the detractor memes. Is that what they do? Is they make this collective weird groupthink idea up, and then they all just regurgitate it over and over, and then they believe it. Like, in the minds of my detractors, and this is not a joke, they actually think I'm grossly overweight. They believe that.
No one thinks you're grossly overweight. They just think you're overweight,
grossly
dude.
overweight. Even though I weigh 200 pounds and I'm just about 6 feet tall. They actually think that.
Whatever.
Okay? It's insane, right?
It's
and by the way, no, the pig is not about begging. The pig is because I snort because I have post-nasal drip.
Well, how would the begging be pig related? Do pigs beg? I don't think they don't beg. Pigs, I've never seen a pig beg. That's fucked up. I think dogs beg more than pigs, but dogs are dogs. I mean, dogs are cool. I'm not trying to shun dogs. But if you're gonna talk about an animal begging, I mean, dogs will literally just come up to you and start like, they're doing all that kind of like animal noises. They get food. Cats do it too. I mean, my brother's cats beg all the time. They're like, oh, I gave them food, and then guess what? They're off to begging for more food. It's like, guys, you already ate. Just wait for the fucking dispenser of pellets or whatever the fuck.
Bad days, I have to snort to clear my sinuses, or else I cough.
Then why do you do it when you're talking with the Casino?
Snorts on stream or
whatever.
Right?
Like,
so that's just a brief analyzation, a momentary glimpse into the content that my detractors make. I haven't even talked about the content of the video.
But that's like one person. That's like one person's content. Like, whatever, man. This is like silly. This is silly.
Because you're gonna see this guy auto self-felt himself so fucking badly
in
this video.
Felt this, felt that. Felt your
irreparable
face.
damage. But we're gonna get to it in a second because I have shout outs to do. So first of all, I received a $10 tip from Rothgar. I'm glad to hear that you and the casino aren't on the outs. Not at all. Couldn't be further from the truth. Looking forward to catching Chain Together tomorrow with the three of you. Me too. I'm very excited for that. I cannot wait for Chain Together tomorrow. I think it's going to be a neat stream.
Okay.
Something very different from my normal content.
Yeah, I don't care about Chain Together.
Streams and everything I do. But a homeless man somehow...
Wait, what?
From some homeless man. Hello, would you mind if I spare some change for you? Wow. It's happened. I mean, I was joking earlier about the footlong, but a homeless man somehow found a way to have an internet connection, get online, and send me a $5 PayPal tip contribution. Thank you so much to the homeless man. I appreciate that. All right, and then, ladies and gentlemen,
dude, that
I have just
received GIF is so bad.
an incredibly generous.
Okay, generous.
Trouble on YouTube. I'm going to say Mr. G. $75
was
from
it
this
a slur
person
against Italians?
The closest I have. Ladies and gentlemen, it is absolutely podcast. I haven't even booted. The streak continues at 12. Goes out, I promise you. Okay? And I thank you so much for that. All right? But to hit the goals again is amazing.
Oh
And I
my
apologize,
god,
I deleted
come
the email like an
on.
idiot before I read it. But thank you so much, Mr. G, for a whopping $75 tip. Also, Vego Karat did a 5 of no content. They're making fan fiction by doing dumb edits.
Wait, what?
Hail King DSP, you're awesome, dude. Watching you makes my day a lot better. Thank you for that. And then Volsair just did a €10 super chat. So these guys have no content. They're making fan fiction by doing dumb edits, and they pretend
I have content. I made a video talking about Alien. That's content. Stupid.
that they're true. I mean, it's
And
insane.
I uploaded a set of Guilty Gear matches. And that's meaningful, apparently, right? Correct? Guys, I forgot to mention, I should have said this earlier. I'm no longer the top 500 Jacko player. I fell to like 509 in the placing. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry I let you guys down. I was top 500 Jacko, and now I'm like top 600. I fell down on the ranks, guys. It's been tough. It's been tough. But I'm gonna get back up there. I'm gonna make it to top 400. That's the next goal. And then we'll be truly beating the trolls. Then we'll truly win. Once I make it there, I can make it anywhere. Okay, so that's the next goal. I gotta get to the top 400, and then I'll have made it. I'll be part of the cool kids again. But I felt I let you guys down. I'm very sorry. My Jacko just fell in the ranks. You know, I had good matches. I lost to good players. But I should have won. I shouldn't have fallen on the ranks. That's my bad. That's my mistake. I'll work for top 400 next time. Okay, that's the next goal. There you go.
how stuff
Your
is
boy
taken
Duty's
out
out
of
here doing.
Oh, hold on a minute. I'm using the wrong keyboard. It's insane.
Wow.
How they take stuff out of
Dude.
context or spin it to mean
Just-
something it obviously wasn't
whatever.
intended to mean, and then they'll make entire series of videos and clips about it, and then their audience is so dumb and slow that they just eat it up because
Wow,
they don't
just
care about truth.
shut
They
up.
just care about drama. They're there literally just to
They're there
make fun of
for
someone.
me,
They don't care if
Reed.
it hurts someone or if it defames someone or their business or their family. All they care about is personal gain. Okay, and it's sad because it does hurt myself and my family and my business, and I can't really defend myself against it because I'm not going to waste time talking about it all day. But anyway, the funny part
Okay.
about this video, we're not going to watch it because basically what he does in this video, Duty this is, he basically goes into his actual like analytics on YouTube.
Look at
And
this. Look
funny
at this.
part about this video, we're not going to watch it because
Look
basically
at
what he does in this
where he
video,
puts the mouse.
Duty
By
this
the
is.
way,
he basically goes into his actual
he goes through his timeline. We're gonna make fun of that. Like DSP, you realize that's blue, right? YouTube's timeline thing isn't blue. And why would it be, like, you know?
actual like
Look at that. He was there for a good second.
analytics on YouTube.
And now he
And he shows
finds
this
it.
screen, okay? And
at
I
the
wish that he
screen.
would have zoomed in more. I know it's hard to see. I can't blow it up any more than this on my PC, so I apologize for that. Actually, wait a minute. Yes, I can. Hold on a second here. Hold on one second. I'm a professional. We could just do this.
Yeah, right.
But now
You're
it's
a
going to be hard.
professional.
Now I'll be able to do it. So,
Oh my
as you
god,
can see,
this dude.
what he's showing here is his channel analytics. And you might wonder, why would Doody be showing
Doody?
his channel analytics? All right. Well, he's showing them because basically in a recent video, I said the following, or I'll paraphrase. I said,
Okay.
my detractors are seething. They're losers because they are angry that I'm successful, that now I have a second wind and everyone is liking my content and coming to check me out, and that I'm popular again. They can't handle that, right?
Okay.
They depend
Right?
on me basically being a
Correct.
loser to make their content.
Oh,
and
you
so
are
they're
a
very
loser.
upset. And I even went as far to say, listen, these people are losers. The videos they
Listen.
put out get a few thousand views a day when they put them out, okay? They're not getting hundreds of thousands of views on these videos. The thing is they put out a bunch of them, so the videos add up in viewership, right? So basically I said, they're not making
Wait, what?
a lot of getting hundreds of thousands of views on these videos. The thing is they put out a bunch of them, so the video
Guess what? Guess what, dude? DSP did that. That's how he started. He did 10-minute videos and he uploaded a lot of them. And now he's like, this other guy's doing what he did? Oh, that's fucked up. Like, fucking dude, listen to yourself and look at his own fucking uploads. Look at this. Go to his video, right? Look at all these uploads. These are all in it, like, not a day. Whoa, that's like, let's see. Like, these are all in a day. Like, almost every row is all in a day, pretty much. And he's just uploading nonstop. You know what I mean? Like, come on now, dog. Whatever.
The videos add up in viewership, right? So basically, I said they're not making.
But that's what he did
a ton
in the
of
past,
views or
though.
whatever on this stuff. And in addition to that,
Like, he literally was yelling at his chat saying, "I don't spam uploads." Okay. Like, come on.
you know, it's ad revenue versus other. You know, my revenue is based on both ad revenue, but also I have super chats, I have memberships, I have tips. Those are my goals for the day, and I get the ad revenue on top of it as well. These guys, a lot of them are just basing it on ad revenue, and I kind of said, you know, they're only hating on me for money, for the little that they're making, and you know, it's going to turn around. Like,
the little that they're making, so we're making a little bit of money. But then dude is like, well, look, I made more money. Like, what? Okay.
basically, it's all going to turn around because now I'm getting my second wind and people like me again. All right. So I said things like this on my stream. So what he does is he turns this into an 18-minute special video where he says, I have to debunk DSP's lies about ad revenue and views. He goes on to say that, look at my channel. So I brought in 1.2 million views on my doody streams channel in July. Okay.
All right.
And that resulted in $5,036.96 in ad revenue for me because I'm a partner on YouTube.
That's like his business expense.
So literally him making these awful, factually untrue, unhinged, deplorable videos about me is making this man $5,000 a month.
Wow.
Okay? Wow.
Wow.
I'm sure many of you were shocked, right? When you see that, you're like, wow. Did you really think that it was going to be that profitable? Right? It's pretty insane when you think about it.
How did you say that when DSP has told us for years that people have made a living shitting on him? How is this shocking then? Okay, let's not think about that part, right?
I mean, I'll be very honest with you guys. I don't get that many views a month. In an average month, this channel probably brings in 600K views these days. You know, some months we spike. When we have a busy month with games, I'll get 700, 800K views. I rarely hit 1 million. I couldn't even tell you the last time I had 1 million views. It's probably been years.
What about that Fallout 4 video that got a million views?
Literally.
Whatever.
All right. Literally.
Whatever.
Shitting on me all day, making shit up, defaming and slandering me, is making $5,000 a month doing it. All right. And he's also getting more views than me. Well, the first thing that I want to say is, I'll acknowledge this. He's getting more views than me. And he's making $5,000 a month on ad revenue. Now, by the way, he outright made a point. He says, I just want you guys to know in the month of July, I did not live stream. So there is no super chats included in this. That revenue total is solely based on ad revenue. That's what he said. Now, I don't know if he has memberships, because memberships also would be involved there.
How does he not know? He just looked at his channel and it did have a join button. Whatever.
Put that in. I mean, for a channel...
Is memberships considered ad revenue? Like, isn't that like... Because that's a little different. Correct? Whatever. Okay.
It's bringing in 1 million views a month. You would think he has members that are paying, correct?
No, they're not paying.
So that should be part of it. But he didn't. He fails to mention that in the video. So I can't say if there's members in there or not. But he's bragging. He's bragging, saying, look, I brought in this many views. I didn't even stream. This doesn't even include super chats. So his argument is that when I say things like, oh, well, you see, YouTube ad revenue isn't that good. You can't really make a living on it. Well, look at this, Phil. I'm bringing in $5,000 a month on ad revenue, so you're a liar. You could definitely make a living on it. Well, first of all, Doody. Like I said, I bring in around 600K, which is about half of what you brought in July. So my ad revenue...
but like, if ad revenue is 600K, and then you have super chats on top of that, right? Correct? And then you got tips... It kind of all adds together, man. Whatever.
Ad revenue would be about half of that. You understand that, right?
Yeah, but
So
you can
yeah, if
also
you're bringing
make,
in the amount of views that I'm kind of bringing
like,
in,
he's making half of what Duty is, and like Duty's amount is like the max, and whatever DSP is making is in between that. So it's like it doesn't really mean anything. Whatever.
you can't make a living on that, right? I'm speaking from experience. That ad revenue has plummeted. There was a time when I could bring in 1 million views a month and I would be making like 8K a month on ad revenue. You understand that? That was before the adpocalypse. The adpocalypse changed all of that. And that's the point that
you know what? DSP should show us the screen. Think about it. Duty did. DSP should too. Because since Duty showed it, doesn't that mean that like people may be able to attack him with personal information? Why don't we do that? Why doesn't DSP do that? But we won't do that. No, because that's personal information, man. But let's talk about now. The other thing to keep in mind is that DSP also told us that if you track other people's revenue, that's fucked up. What is this then?
I've been making it. So many people had to change the way that they made content, me included. I have to now take super chats, tips, and by the way, I got a generous tip. I promise you, I will shout this out. I just don't want to lose my train of thought. So his point that, oh well, Phil always says you can't make a living on ad revenue alone. He's lying. All right, is valid if you're him. All right, but there is a point that I need to make. You know, he made 1.2 million views in July, and literally every one of those views is my view. Like, you understand that, correct?
But these are also views that you don't want, right? Remember all these times where it says, I sent the Charles Stanley daycare, which were detractor channels, and then said that these people are toxic viewers and he wouldn't want them in his audience. Whatever. And like, who cares? Like, you could say the same thing about him. Oh, Phil, people who watch Black Myth Wukong, they're not watching it for you, they're watching it for the game, which he tells us all the time, that we show up for the game. Whatever.
Dude, I just have to appeal for a second. You understand that those are my views because
Well,
your content is titled Debunking DSP Lies. Your content is literally tagged #DSP, #DSP.
Yeah, but people who are clicking on it are interested to know what you're lying about. So they click his, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, these are just people who are watching just to, like, understand what the title means. They're not saying, I'm a DSP viewer. Oh, DSP? I'm clicking this. Where's DSP?
Gaming, #DSP throwback. People are searching for me, and then they find you. You've gamed the system.
Again, DSP can't help himself but to assume the YouTube viewer is literally brain dead and they're a drone and they're sheep. They're so stupid that they would just click any video that has DSP in the title no matter what. They can't comprehend, wait a second, DSP would never say this. Or whatever the fuck. And then when you click on it, it's like a completely different voice. So you're telling me that these people are watching Duty thinking that this is DSP? Of course not. I know he's not really saying that directly, but him saying that these are his viewers and they're searching the internet for him and they find him, it's like you don't show up that low on the search. Like, what are you talking about? Whatever.
To show up in search first. But those are my viewers. You get that, right? I mean, even guys like Kino Casino who are watching clips and stuff, they're watching your clips because you're what comes up in search first because you gamed the system. You didn't come up out of nowhere.
Or they're just trying to find clips,
like your charismatic
whatever.
personality, and that's how you won over viewers.
Yeah, the only one who has a charismatic personality is Seven, right? He's the only one. That's the only one he said has charisma. Everyone else, they are all losers, I guess. I mean, it's every time DSP talks about detractors, it's like a funny segment in this kind of way because it's just, I don't know what he wants to do, and it really comes off that he should just not talk about detractors, honestly.
You won them over on my back. You understand that? Every single view you have on your channel is my view. Now, I don't get paid for those views.
Good.
You do because you're a scumbag and you monetize slander, defamation, and hate. But those are my viewers. So I make 600K viewers in a month, but then also, I also have your 1.2 million views. So I actually make 2 million views in a month.
Okay.
I mean, we can do this with many different channels. We can go to each detractor's channel where literally the only content they're getting is off of me.
Okay, but like, who cares? Like, I don't give a fuck. I make videos because I make videos. Like, okay, yeah, my DSP videos make more views than my other videos. Oh no! Oh my god, man! But what if I don't give a fuck about that? I don't care how many people watch my videos. If I did, technically, I should actually be more upset because when I first started making detractor videos, I had more views, and my views actually like dipped. But I don't care because it's like a fucking like, oh whatever thing. I'm just grateful people are just watching my videos. Like, you know, let's go to my channel. I'm gonna flex on my videos for a hot minute. Like 24 views watched my Jacko matches. That's pretty cool. 24 people watched that. 34 people watched my thoughts on the Alien movies. That's pretty cool. And then 945 watched the DSP stuff. I mean, this got 300 views. That's really low. This got more views than that. Whoa, guys. Like look at my views are really all over the place. Honestly, if you look at these views, they're all over the place. Who knows why they're like this? Maybe because I just have weird uploading shit. I mean, dude, Jacko Tech video, 28 views. What is tech?
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh yeah, I beat this chip. I don't know what I did. Maybe not work. Say your prayers. I will say I kind of was like giving up there. I was like, I don't want to play this guy anymore. And then I got motivated. After pushing that jab, you can see that I was like, okay, I'm back in. I'm locked back in. I felt like a comeback coming.
Let's rock.
I love the corner pressure from that.
Slap. Duel 3.
Alright, last round. That was kind of a mistake. I didn't mean to grab him, so it was really funny that I was able to like get out of that. Almost how I'm surprised I got away with.
Perfect.
And I got a perfect. That was it. Wait, hold up. Well, I just only one and alright.
Perfect.
Yes. Man. This is an HD. Yeah. But yeah, I got a perfect. Yeah. Did DSP get a perfect? Yeah, exactly.
And we could keep adding on to the views of my channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could continuously do this and stack it up.
Like, I don't think
Now,
anyone really cares
the
about
very
views
funny part
as
about
much
all
as
this is
DSP.
if I were to stop making content, you know how many views Doody would have? 0. He would have 0 views.
Wow,
The only reason.
Then that would mean I have more views than Duty. Think about it. Because if you stop making content, I would have I got like 30. Like per video on a good day of original content. And Duty would make 0, right? So I'm clearly more talented then. Correct? Duh. But of course that's like fucking nonsense. I think Duty probably would get
this content.
probably
It's
other
me.
views.
Whether you like me or you hate me, undoubtedly, The only reason anyone tuned into Doody streams is because of Darkside Phil. And the moment that DSP is gone, you're gone. You're nothing. You're a parasite.
Okay, what if dude doesn't
eating
care?
off of me. You understand that? There's no value to you or your existence on YouTube. You're just another symptom of a broken
What if he
system
doesn't care?
that only
He says
factors
all
in-
this stuff assuming that people care about these things. Like, that everyone that makes videos will care about DSP making content. If he goes away, they're gonna, like, go away. What if they don't care about that? And there's other lolcows they could always talk about.
the law, but not morality. If there was a morality system on YouTube, your ass would have been wiped and flushed fucking the
Morality
moment you made your
system.
first video. But YouTube is an
But whose
immoral system
morals?
that doesn't care. and
Everyone has
allows
different
people
morals,
to monetize
dude.
hate. And that's
It's
the
one
only
thing to
reason
do
you have
this.
any
It's
curtains on
another
this
to do
website,
that.
Okay? Now,
Okay.
continuing on,
Let's
the funny
continue.
part is with all of this, this isn't even the self-felt part that I'm talking about yet. The self-felt here is that for those of you who don't know, Doody has outright said over and over and over that he only does this channel because it's fun. He doesn't need the
yeah,
money.
this part is incredibly dumb. Get a load of
He
it.
said this is not him making fun of Darkside Phil for financial gain. In fact, that's not a stake in it. It's not a big deal. For him, he's doing it on principle as a hobby for fun. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know what I'm
that's,
saying?
he said this over and over in his own content. All right.
Uh-huh.
But he makes $5,000 a month on a slow month without super chats. You really honestly want me to believe?
Now, you know what? We can think about it this way. Isn't it more pathetic? Think how pathetic this is. Another dude is making more money off of making videos based on your content. Meanwhile, the dude that the subject matter can't make the same amount, and he's the one making the content. Like, isn't that kind of sad?
He's not making content about me.
Because at least this, it's like, drama has a precedent of making money. So it's like, okay, yeah, that's gonna make money, but the dude who's the subject matter can't, like, go anywhere.
Because he wants to make money. He said this before. He's outright said this. As they say, press X to doubt.
Wait, what?
Because he wants to make money. Want me to believe he's not making content about me because he wants to make money. He said this before. He's outright said this. As they say, press X to doubt. The man who makes $5,000 on a slow month, if that were every month, he makes $60,000 a year, but likely more because he also has super chats and other things coming in. So he probably makes 80 grand a year shitting on me. All right? But I'm not supposed to
80
believe
grand.
he does it for money.
Grand.
All
Now it's
right?
80.
Well,
okay.
Doody,
Well, Doody.
you just made the biggest mistake of your life. You want to know why?
Why?
Because now you've been exposed. We all know what you supposedly make, but you claim
wrong, Phil. He's just being transparent and real and honest. Isn't that what you want everyone to do? To be honest and real to their audience? He's being real with them and being honest. Why doesn't DSP show us this? He could show us the same fucking tab. But he won't. Because it's gonna hurt him further. Isn't this hurting Doody because he showed us this? But he showed it to us anyway. Is it because he's real? Huh?
claim you don't need it, right? So, since you're not a hypocrite, since you're better than me, demonetize your channel immediately.
Demonetize.
This very moment that you're watching.
And then this fucking, like, policing of, like, monetizing content, man. It's back, baby. And it's dumb. It's such lame shit, right? Because if Doody isn't allowed to make money off his hobby, I want everyone to just go back and find clips. If you want, I guess. I'm making it sound like a homework assignment. But go and watch all these clips where DSP said, well, of course I'm gonna do, I'm gaming with Rambo, correct? Of course I'm gonna upload that and make money on it. Why wouldn't I? Gaming is his hobby, and he's able to make it a living. How? If it's a hobby, oh, because he needs money. He needs it. He needs that money. He really does. But Doody, since he says it's a hobby, he shouldn't be allowed to monetize it. Then, dumbass, when you first lost your job and were making YouTube videos, you shouldn't have had the drive to make money off it. Oh, but he fell into it. What if Doody fell into it? What if Doody accidentally started making money on it? Does that... It makes less sense, correct? Like, dude, come on. But Doody is the disingenuous one here, guys. Not Phil. Not Philip.
Watching this, because I know you're watching it, disable all advertisements and kick yourself out of the partner program
Kick yourself out.
right now. Because
But
if you don't,
okay, you know what? So this is another DSP banger excuse, right? When he made that money off T's death and all this stuff in his little podcast, he said, well, in the podcast, I talked about other stuff. So you want me to demonetize the entire video for one segment? And then I'm pretty sure you would make the same argument about like videos and having ad revenue. Like, well, in order for me to do this, I would have to deactivate the monetization on the entire channel, blah, blah, blah. What if Doody Streams, right, has other videos on his channel that also is monetized? Like, so you want him to demonetize his entire channel because he makes videos about you and he does original content as well? What about that? Oh, he should make a new channel to talk about DSP then. Like, in reality, like, who cares? Like, people make money on worse shit than shitting on DSP. Like, you know, maybe back then in the SOK era, like, there were, you know, more people are like going down that brigade of like, don't monetize DSP's content and try to force their ethics on everyone else. But as time went on and the world kept spinning, I think people have grown to just not give a fuck, because in the scheme of things, people have made money off of actual death, violence, and actual worse content that are more tangibly hurtful than shitting on DSP. Like, who cares? There's like this is like a drop in the bucket compared to what's going on in the world and what you could be making money off. Like, it's like, who cares? Like, this, it's almost, I mean, this is a very silly comparison, I guess, but it's like this, it's like sex work. Who cares if a woman wants to like get paid for having sex and that's what she wants to do? Like, why care? Like, if men are willing to pay a woman to have sex with them, why get involved with that? I mean, there's shady business that's a part of that that's more like miserable. But but you know what I mean? Like, it's a very like involved discussion, I guess. But you know what I mean? You know the point I'm making here. Like, who cares if you make money off of DSP's content? If you don't want to make money off his content, you don't want to. You know, if you do, you do. Who, like, move on with your life. There's like worse things to like rip your hair about.
don't, you're a fucking liar. You're a degenerate hypocrite.
Degenerate.
Everything you've said and done is worthless. So, here's the thing. I make a living on YouTube. I've outright told you guys, I need monetization. I need support. This is how I make my living. I pay my bills.
My deals.
How I support my family.
Huh?
This is my job. Yes, I need the support. Okay? I'm not lying about it. I do it for fun. I actually did YouTube for 2.5 years before you could even monetize gameplay videos. And if
Yeah, but he made money off of vlogs that went to support that, so he still made money off of YouTube. Whatever.
I were to
okay.
become rich, like let's say I won the lotto, I would continue to stream, but I would absolutely not monetize my content.
I highly doubt that. No way. No way. This is coming from the dude that said he'd never go back to Twitch, went back to Twitch. He would never accept tips, accepts tips. Like, dude, come on. Really, dude?
Okay? Because I wouldn't need to. If I won the lotto, I don't need any more income for the rest of my life. All right? You're saying you're affluent. You're
And
good.
you know what? I just remembered. This dude said even if he won the lotto, it wouldn't be enough to him to survive off of, because that money would just be taken away from him or whatever the fuck. Like, I'm pretty sure he said that somewhere. So this is complete nonsense.
You're set. You're good to go. You don't need the income. You're doing it for fun to make fun of me. You will demonetize your content immediately right now. Turn off all monetization on Doody streams this very moment, or you are the world's biggest lying fucking hypocrite. And there is absolutely, positively no way you can spin that in another way.
But again, this is the same conundrum that has always happened. And isn't it funny that he zoomed in and we didn't zoom out? He wants to keep it this way so we don't have to look at the pig, right? But sorry guys, my post-nasal drip is exploding today. But anyways, this guy, right, says this. He says this all the time, but there's been instances where people did what he said and he still didn't give them props for it. So why should anyone give a fuck? Why should Doody turn off his monetization so you can have an ego trip and then still shit on him anyway? Like, who cares? He knows you're not gonna give a fuck. Like, okay.
You self-felted yourself when you showed your analytics. You incredible brainless dunce. Why would you do that?
Why would
Did
he
you
do
not
that?
think that this was going to blow up?
But then again, if he didn't, these would say, well, how does he know? He doesn't know anything, man. You know, like he said about Rich all the time.
Your face?
Whatever.
You're so stupid. And this is what I mean. I don't have to lift a finger. He did it to himself. I literally didn't have to lift a finger. All right, well, actually, now let me get...
But Phil, if you said, see how dumb this guy is and how much, like, this dude needs to be pushed down the stairs? This dude literally said he baited his trolls. He laid out bait for the trolls to take and all this stuff. That's kind of lifting a finger. Because you're intentionally, from your own admission in your dumb fucking podcast, you openly stated that you said stuff to intentionally get Doody to respond to it. Or you're just your trolls. So that's you lifting a finger. Because you put the bait out. Okay.
Let me get this back to normal size. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Now we can see
Folks,
Phil again.
It's been a heck of a show. And I appreciate you all hanging out with me for all these segments. I hope you enjoyed it. Now I can't get it to center, which is bad. There we go. I know it was not my normal format of show, right? It was very different. But I hope you enjoyed it. I had quite a lot to say. I just want you to understand that literally not one of my shows will be like this in the future. Like, not every show is going to be this. It's just so much stuff just happened together at once that I absolutely felt the need to do all this together. All right. And I hope that you guys, understand what's going on. All right.
All right.
It was the funny part. Someone in chat just said, well, Doody usually says that if you would demonetize all your content, he'll demonetize mine. This is my job. This is my living. It's also my passion, but it's also my job. No one's going to lie here and be like, yeah, I don't make money doing this. Yes, I do. That's why I have to work 6 days a week, because it's my job. You do it 6 days a week because you like it. You actually dislike me so much that you're just hate watching and making toxic content 6 days a week. All right?
Yes, man. Like,
but you do it because you like it, not because you're making $60,000 to $80,000 a year. Doody, you're a liar. It's time to flush the Doody, folks. I mean, you could go play with Doody if you want.
Time to flush the Doody.
Play with Doody as much as you want.
Play with Doody. Feel it up.
Right?
Feel up the Doody.
But the bottom
again,
line
I've never heard anyone say that.
DSP
is the first
demonetize
I've ever
channel.
seen.
He is a
someone
liar.
say,
he is a filthy, dirty fucking
fill
liar,
up,
and will never do that. He's doing
Doody.
it for profits, or else he would
Very
demonetize
sexual.
his channel immediately. And people are telling me, looks like it's still monetized.
Okay. I hope he
And
never
by the way,
demonetizes
just so you guys
it.
know, I do not condone
Yeah.
anyone taking any action against Doody. I don't want anyone doing anything mean, toxic, or bad to him whatsoever. As I said, the difference here when I do this kind of content is that I don't wish anyone harm. I do not want anyone trolling this man.
And then this. The difference is I don't wish harm. You know, the trolls don't wish you to die, Phil, but you still say that we do. So who cares, right? I mean, I do think you should drink bleach. It could be a fun segment. You know, I said that he talked about forced collabs, like about in the ZSP React stream, and I was saying to myself, that's a good idea. I could force a collab with DSP. I could just drive down. I mean, I might have to fly, but you know what I mean. I'll go down to Renton, and I'll force the collab where I review the Bleach anime and the manga, because I have been reading the manga as well, and he could review the drink. And I think that'd be a very cool collab. Like, we could do like I could sit next to him, and as I'm like talking about the show, I even bought the Blu-ray of the 1,000-Year Blood War, whatever the fuck, because it came with a nice little art book thing, and I could review that. I could be like, guys, this is the Bleach Blu-ray, and it's like, it comes with a nice little art book, and I could talk about it. And then he could sit there and be like, guys, I got a nice glass of Clorox bleach, and it's gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be very cool, right? I'm like, yeah, man, like, we're gonna pioneer a whole new like video series. And then like I could review like 5 episodes, and then after that he would then take like 5 sips of it, and that'd be another thing. We could end it, and I'm like, okay, guys, I give the Bleach anime, the 1,000-Year Blood War specifically, an 8 out of 10 or whatever. And then he could be like, okay, guys, I'm gonna drink to that, and he'll do like 8 sips of Clorox bleach, and then he could tell us how much, like, what he thinks of it, and it'd be very interesting. Maybe he could reference the anime, like, guys, Tetsuga guy showed the glass. I don't know. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Whatever. Maybe you can talk about how it feels like to go into the Soul Society. That's and he could talk about that as he's drinking it. Dude, I'm like making content for him. This is like a no-brainer. Just review Bleach. He should do that. That'd be a very cool thing. So that's an idea.
I don't want anyone doing anything to him. Let him self-implode, because he will. He already has. And of course, undoubtedly, he's going to make more content based on this that's just going to dig him deeper. In fact, I'll even say this. Every single piece of content that he now makes about me is literally him just digging the hole deeper, because he's admitting he needs to keep making it. He needs to keep making the money because it's still monetized.
How does he need to make it if he doesn't need to? Just because he gets free money? I don't know.
There you go.
Whatever.
Period. All right. Anyway, so that's that for that. And by the way, one other thing, do not do any toxic actions towards this man's channel or anything like that. I don't condone that, because now, what happens is people are idiots and they run out there and they try to do messed up stuff.
This is just a disclaimer so he doesn't get like in trouble.
He is making content within the rights of YouTube. YouTube says the content's allowable. It's allowable. I don't agree with the content. I think it's insanely painful, toxic, and shouldn't exist, but he can do it, right?
Right.
So there's nothing I can do about that. Do not pay attention to the duty. The worst thing you could do is to jump in the toilet and play with the duty. You understand what I'm saying?
But you just told us that some people like doing that, whatever.
It smells, and we want flush. The problem is,
look how much
he's jumping in the bowl with him. It's
obsessed with this.
Flush.
Back on Twitch, he would just talk about food all the time, and he still kind of does. But now it's like poo is the new thing that he wants to keep talking about, and he's so descriptive of it. I've never seen anyone be so descriptive about fucking poo in my life. Like, my life. I've seen cartoons that make poo jokes, and they are never this descriptive. DSP is the one that is just going on and on and on about poo.
Less people that jump in with duty, the better, because eventually, when it dwindles and goes down and down and down, and people stop paying attention to duty and playing with duty, we'll be able to flush it. And it'll happen naturally, trust me.
Yeah, right.
Duty has a monetary interest in lying about Phil. You cannot trust this guy. He's a scammer.
Wow.
And Eric just did a $5 Canadian super chat. Can you just copyright strike him? No, you cannot. There's no grounds to copyright strike someone on YouTube for that. YouTube actually considers it fair use. So you cannot copyright strike.
Dude, like, he showed his own, like, revenue. What are you going to copyright strike? Guys, that's my revenue right there. Copyright strike. Like, what?
It would be a gross abuse of the copyright system, and I'm not going to do that. I refuse. I've had that done to me, and it's really messed up. and no one should be abusing YouTube's copyright system whatsoever. It's really messed up thing, and I do not condone it whatsoever, okay? So don't do that. I don't want anyone, like I said, I don't want anyone taking any kind of a action against the man, all right? And I appreciate you guys if you'd respect that
And
wish.
rub-a-dub-dub.
If you do go and do something, it has nothing to do with me. I disown it. I completely condemn it. Do not take any actions against him. All right.
what?
We're better than that. You understand? We are better than him. We don't need to do anything to hurt that guy. He's going to destroy himself. It's a matter of time.
It's a matter of time. Okay. So this is about Keem. I'm debating if I should do this. Ah, fuck it. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's go
On
to
to the
hell.
next topic, folks. This is a big one. All right.
This is a big one.
By the way, guys, 215 likes. We have almost
All right, we're
12
already
in a
we're already in
thing always
bullshit.
happens on my day off. Never ever does any.
Okay, I don't need to hear
That's
this
when the crap hits the fan with
1,000 times.
unprecedented, unbelievable, right? Like, holy crap, who would have thunk that what happened yesterday would have possibly happened? All right. So I get wind of this actually, from my moderators of all people, because I was
Of
actually
all people, my moderators tell me stuff. Wait, you're telling me your mods like tell you stuff like all the time? How is it wild to believe that of all people his mods told him? Like, what? Whatever.
just kind of casually
Like we've seen King
doing
Goku
stuff
in
on
other
and
people's
off
chats.
between
He's
little times that I had
people
times
like
to
dunk
do
on him all
stuff.
the time.
All right. And it just so happened, my wife was getting ready for the day. She's in the shower or whatever. And I'm like, all right, let me just open my phone for a few minutes and see what the heck's going on the internet. And I open my phone, and my moderators are kind of freaking out. They're like, are you aware that Keemstar just made a video about you apologizing publicly for his behavior? And I was like, no, and that seems kind of unlikely or weird. And I'm like, well, I'm going to check it out for myself. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, before I even make a single comment about it, I think that we should watch it together live, shouldn't we? Shouldn't we just give it a clean watch?
A clean watch,
That
not
way
a
it
dirty
can't be
watch.
misconstrued in any possible way, right?
Hold on, I
Shouldn't
just
we-
want to see. Did
shouldn't we
he?
just
Is he
give it-
sub to Muda?
A clean watch, so that
No, of course not. Why would he subscribe to him?
way it can't be misconstrued
Twitter is not good for you. Bad even. I mean, it's fucking Twitter.
in any possible way.
I guess who's paying
right?
for it? Bleh.
So here it is. First of all, we'll watch this, and then I'm going to tell you, how I reacted to it here.
Now, I like it says that he'll tell us how he reacted to it. But in reality, he never did. Because you'll see.
All right. So,
Right.
ladies and gentlemen, unedited, pure, unscripted. He's blocked, by the way. He's blocked on Twitter. Let's see what Keem has to say about it.
Yeah.
You ready? All right, here we go.
DSP block people.
Dear Dark Side
Okay.
Phil, DSP, I owe you an apology. I do. Last night,
Now, I love that DSP, by the way, keep in mind, DSP watched all these documentaries about Keemstar and all this stuff. He knows Keemstar, like, constantly starts shit or whatever the fuck. Correct? So, like, why would he do this? Why would he do this, man?
I was just being a hater, and worse than that, I was being hypocritical. For those of you that don't know the context, we were watching a Review Tech USA exposed documentary last night. There was this section that came up between DSP and Review Tech USA, and my chat was
For the record, I don't know what documentary he's talking about. I don't think this is the June the King one, because I don't think there is a section in the June the King one that's me versus Rich. So he must have been watching a different documentary. I
Okay.
don't even know which one.
spamming
Alright.
DSP is king because he's having a redemption arc right now because of the casino. And I basically said something along the lines of, you guys can all like have this little troll that he's king, but that guy's still a loser and he's going to remain a loser. He's always going to be on level 1, da 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 da. And this morning I woke up thinking about that, and I'm like, I am just being a fucking hater. I'm just being a hater. But more than that, I'm being hypocritical. What is Locale Live, right? part of it is redemption arc for wins.
No, I
and
like how
bushes.
DSP is kind of silent about this. He's not like saying, "Oh, it's a redemption arc." Keep. It's drama, okay? You're manufacturing drama. You say it's redemption, like nothing. And like it just sounds facetious. And DSP's just sitting there like this, and all it is he probably thinks it is, but he doesn't want to say it because he knows that it wouldn't benefit him, right? If he were to say it. So like instead of just ignoring it and moving on with his life like a normal fucking person probably would, they don't trust someone. Like if you think someone's making fun of you and they're saying this, you're probably just gonna walk away and you're like, okay, whatever. And that's that. Not DSP. No.
You know what I mean? So why am I hating on someone else having a redemption arc moment? Like that didn't sit right with me. So I owe you an apology, Darkside Phil. I may think in my head that you're not going to take advantage of this opportunity and you're going to end up right where you are, but I shouldn't hope that. I shouldn't put that energy out there, right? So yeah, I know we have our differences and whatnot, but I was
Look
wrong
how much this dude
to shit on.
gets off to someone apologizing to him. Like that's the other aspect to this. Like he could sit there and think that, oh, Keem is just being facetious and he's and all this other shit, but deep down he also thinks, oh man, he's apologizing to me. Fuck yeah.
Shit on you last night and shit on the moment that you're having, and I apologize. Dear Dark.
Whoa, almost replayed it. Okay, so that's it in its entirety. Unedited, no commentary from me on it whatsoever. I felt like the best way to approach it would be to do an honest playing of what it is.
All right,
you
so
guys now have heard what he had to say.
But what do you think?
And you could judge for yourself.
Okay, what's your
By
judgment?
the way, I'm being told the documentary he was watching was by someone called Mikey No H More. Mikey Nohmore. So it was, I guess, now that June opened the floodgates with his documentary.
This is lame. This is lame. Again, just bodying anyone else who has done documentaries on Rich before June. Since June did, now everyone else is doing it. Even though these people could have made videos before that. DSP, you don't need to suck June off this hard, man. You don't need to. Remember when he was terrified of the June documentary? And I don't think he is anymore, guys.
A ton of Rich documentaries coming out there, I would guess, right? Okay. Couple quick shout outs, by the way. Some Kind of Taco did a $5 super chat. Hit the like button. Yes, thank you. And did we hit it?
I like that he watched, like the June documentary
likes, guys.
that he watched literally stated there were other videos about Rich, and DSP just didn't care.
Almost 700 viewers. Let's hit 250
Those
likes
videos don't
right
count,
now.
I guess.
All right, thank you guys. All right, and Helly interested in super chat because I know you game isn't for you. I know the game isn't for you. Could you see yourself trying out Monster Hunter Wilds in 2025? It's amazing.
All right, we're not listening to game shit. We're here for Keem.
I have played this apology from Keemstar in its most honest, unedited form, right? There's no way that you can say that I spun it in a way. I didn't comment on it. What I'd like to do is I'd like to actually take a look at what I posted yesterday because I basically quote tweeted it.
Again, we watched it, and instead of telling us his judgment, we're now going to read the replies to the tweet. To season the water, if you will, so that he can, blame the chat in the future if something bad were to happen. Because DSP can't, take ownership of being stupid. He has to, hide behind his army of dents.
Tweeted it, right? And I said,
or
should
trolls,
I respond
guess,
to this? And by the way, this is all I said about it all day.
But that is a response, though. You're asking for if you should. But what's the response? Just remember, he asked, should I respond to this? And he's responding to this by reading other people's response. So we're just gonna, skip ahead.
Worthy. All right? I'm going to be doing gameplay with this guy. until I speak with him first. You understand? So in the about it, and he felt the need to say it publicly, he was wrong. Real men do that. Should bury the hatchet. I mean, we're all human. If he admits his mistake, it's best to take it in stride and with good intentions. Keemstar always has an ulterior motive. Time will tell. Things are going well with your channels right now. I would say, judging by that, I'd say that's like a maybe 60-40. Like 60% of people are absolutely no, right?
60-40. But what's your response? What do you think? What's your response to it? Why every time when DSP wants to talk about something, we always have to talk about other people's opinions about everything? How long until it's gonna be like, guys, my wife was thinking of getting this sandwich, ordering DoorDash from this other place, but people were saying that the food isn't that good. And he just starts talking about, I don't know, I don't remember where I was going with this, like, other people's opinions. It's all about other people's opinions. All the time. What about you? What's your response? I don't give a fuck about what Stormforce Gamer thinks.
Some people are like, well, only do anything with him or address him if you're gonna like felt him. Like, make him come on your show, but then have him dress as a court jester.
What?
Kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. Having people dress up is kind of odd. Okay?
DSP just fucking drink bleach.
Or some people are like, yes, completely believe this guy, completely, forgive him, and it's fine. It looks genuine. All right? So, based on all that feedback,
Keem apologized to DSP, and instead of DSP coming to any conclusion on his own, he's basing his response off of the feedback of other people. Truly a bitch maneuver. He can't even, stand up for himself. He has to stand behind his army of replies to just come up with a response. DSP, he's apologizing to you, not the community. What do you think? But no, well, after we know other people's responses and feedback, dude, come on.
all right? I don't think we're gonna respond to it at all. I think we're just gonna move on to our next. I was just, I'm not gonna skip it. Right? So I will say something on it, all right? Now, first of all, I'm not going to go crazy here into detail, all right? But basically, here's what I see, right? He says in this apology, right? I'm sorry for being a hater because I was crapping on you last night, but I noticed in the chat as I was crapping on you that everyone was in my chat saying Phil is king, Phil is king. Everyone was being positive towards you. And I recognized that. And it took me time to think about it, but now I've kind of admit I'm being hypocritical and a hater because I myself make content that's supposed to be redemption arc content for Boogie and Wings. And for me to then say that it's happening to you is bullshit and you're still going to be a loser and on level 1 is very hypocritical because it's going against what I'm doing, right? So for that, he apologized, right?
Right.
But when he apologized, you got to listen to the context. Number one, he basically said in his apology, he does still think I'm a loser. Like, did you hear that? He basically said in his apology, well, I do still think you're going to fail, but just because I think you're still going to fail doesn't mean that I should be a hater, right? So he's apologizing for basically crapping on me publicly on his stream, but he literally just kind of pocket sneak this there. And
again, dude, you watch a documentary about Keemstar. He brings up all the time how Keemstar has hurt people and gone to feuds with them and all this and that, blah 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 blah. And he's not thinking about that and thinking maybe there's an ulterior motive to this or anything. This is just pathetic.
And said, well, I still am going to hate you and think you're a jerk and you're always going to fail anyway, right? So has his opinion actually changed towards me? No, absolutely not. It's just he's apologizing for publicly attacking me in that way.
But why doesn't he apologize to the other people he attacked? Again, notice how DSP was on a moral crusade against Keem, saying, "Oh, Keem has hurt all these people and this and that. He does fucked up things with other people, man." But the moment Keem is like, "Oh, I'm sorry I attacked you, Phil. Whatever," he is just like, oh, "Okay, man, that's pretty cool." You're not gonna like stand up for the other people he supposedly attacked, like, whatever.
It is still an apology, though. And that's something different. That's something big, no? To actually get an apology out of Keemstar. I mean, how many people have actually gotten an apology like that out of Keemstar? Probably not many. Probably he has over the years, I'm sure. But a guy like him, so egotistical and everything, to actually, like, apologize like that, right? Is something different, you know? It's
Oh
kinda
my god, this dude is like, "I got Keem to fucking say sorry to me. Oh my god." You realize people can just say sorry and not mean it, correct? Even though DSP has insinuated other people are being insincere with other stuff, but he's not going to consider that Keem isn't being insincere with his apology, despite DSP watching these documentaries and saying in the past how Keem has attacked people brutally before, or whatever the fuck he said. But he's getting off the fact that Keem has come out and apologized to him. This dude is like such a little diva. This dude loves getting these apologies. He probably ran when Keem like uploaded that. He probably ran downstairs to his dumbass wife like, cat, Keem, cat, get this. He apologized. Now, also just remember this. He openly stated that he talked to his wife, and they came to an agreement that they don't want anything to do with the man and all this other stuff. Well, get fucked, Cat. Guess what? Your opinion means nothing anymore because your opinion sucks and it's stupid. Now he's doing content with Keem, even though Cat said not to. He's doing it anyway because fuck you, Cat. You're stupid. Okay, what has Cat done? Actually, you know what? Let's fucking shut on Cat for a hot minute. Cat shows up on stream, shows up for 2 IRL like Q&A streams, offers nothing. Then she wants to play Dondoko Island with the king, and what does she do? Play the game for him, doesn't let him play the game, and doesn't give a fuck. Doesn't talk to his audience, doesn't talk to him, just sits there and is just like, nothing. And then she has the audacity to then be like, oh, I gotta leave. And then she gets up and waddles away. And it's like, and then she made DSP a liar because she was like, I don't want to fucking play Beyond Two Souls with this guy. And then she's like, oh, I drank too much water, Phil. I can't play Beyond Two Souls. I drank too much water. I need to sit down. And then we never got that co-op. I'm still waiting for this co-op to happen, and it's never gonna happen. So, you know what? I'm glad DSP's ignoring his own wife's opinion and just saying fuck her, she doesn't know what she's talking about. Even though DSP has done these documentaries with him before and all this other stuff about Keem, he made the informed decision to do content with Keem, even though he said that he would never do it and that this dude will lie and spin stuff to be more dramatic and it's going to be an ongoing thing, blah, blah, blah. Like the Anna Nicole thing, right? And people died. And guess what? He is participating in that content. So, pretty cool, huh?
Kind of weird. It's weird to hear that for me to even be talking about that, this morning. Okay? Anyway, continuing on, right? So, him apologizing for crabbing on me on his stream, all right, fair enough.
Fair enough.
Here's the thing. He has the right to have any opinion on me he wants. Okay? He does. I can't change someone's opinion. That's on someone else to change their opinion. Many of you...
This is so lame. It's so lame. It's really just... As I've said all along, everything this dude says is a performance. He doesn't believe in a single thing he says. He doesn't give a fuck. That's why about the Doody shit, no one should care. Doody will never demonetize his channel because why should he? To please this guy? Who fucking cares? He doesn't believe what he says. And like, it's just bullshit. It's all just to make himself, like, jerk himself off. Fuck him.
Had really bad negative opinions about me for how many years, right?
Remember all this time that DSP blamed Keem for Etika's suicide? But, like, the thing is, like, as... Like, I've talked about like, my stance on that, where it's like, yeah, it's not Keem's fault directly. I just think that the video just polluted, you know, didn't make it any easier for him. You know, whatever. It's not directly Keem's fault, but it's just a lot of stuff. You know, again, depression is, like, a very, like, hard thing. But anyways, DSP kept blaming Keem for that, and he wants to do content with that. All this moral grandstanding. And he's like, yeah, man, you know, pretty cool, man. You know, I understand where it's coming from, man. Like, dude, like, fucking shut up. Like, this is, like, the stuff that, like, it's the more, like, the thing, I don't know how to describe it. Like, back when he announced he had Cat, right, he said, oh, she's soulmates and all this stuff, where it made it funnier if they were to ever get divorced, all that shit would just look really stupid and would age horribly. And it's happening again with this. And I doubt Keem will do anything that's gonna be anything. He's probably just gonna be like, oh, you know, whatever. But I would love it if Keem just goes ham and it's like, yeah, fuck you, Phil, whatever the fuck, whatever. To the point where DSP regrets ever doing it again. That's what I want. You know, I want DSP to regret doing this because and it's gonna happen again anyway. Because nothing needs to work out for this guy. Like, ever.
All of a sudden, many of you have come by and genuinely started checking out my content. You realize that you like it, and now you're enjoying the ride, right? That's awesome. You know, maybe in time, that could be something that would happen with Keem, right? Maybe what it is he thinks that I'm just going to, within, you know, a month, I'm just going to flub it all, and I'll be right back to where I started. And you know what? I kind of feel like that too. I've already told you guys here on this very podcast
that
I feel like success
getting
is
ready for that.
And I've been to this level already. I've been above the level I'm at right now before in the past. I used to be one of the most prominent gaming YouTubers. I used to get 10 million views a month on
I just
YouTube,
want this to end just so that we can see what happens.
Was bringing in at its height of popularity.
It's like torture. It's like eating your greens before dessert.
Algorithm. Everyone cared about my opinion on games and other topics. I was big shit. Today, I'm this little rinky-dink dude, right? A little tiny guy. I'm just lucky to still have pertinence and have a following and a core audience that supported me all along. That's why I'm still here. But the fact that, you know, this guy for so long has had this negative opinion on me, and now at very least realizes, well, maybe I just shouldn't be publicly talking about that opinion because it is bad with his redemption going on right now. I'm doing redemption art content, so it doesn't really make sense. That's at least something,
this
right? That's
is
an
like
acknowledgement.
Lame.
It's a positive acknowledgement
that
in one way.
They're doing redemption content. Like, you know, Keem is Keem, you know, whatever. But DSP just unironically saying, like, that, kind of admitting to everyone that this redemption that he's selling us is just content for him. It really makes it disgusting. I feel like that, you know, when people are trying to redeem themselves, they're not marketing the redemption. They're just doing it.
One way, all right? And at the same time, perhaps there will be over time a feeling of that, you know, change towards me. I don't think that for certain people, change doesn't come instantly, right? For many of you, you probably never even heard of me. And then when the Kino Casino stuff started, and then I started working with those guys, then all of a sudden, oh, you're exposed to me. Now you're interested, right? Now you like it. Keem has known about me for a very long time. He's seen the rise and fall, and he's seen all this shit. And, you know, for him, maybe it's much harder to believe that someone like me could not fail, all right? I can kind of get that, all right? You know, I mean, but it is a sneak diss at the same time, the way he's doing this, you know?
Yeah,
and
but
by the way, we should say this, too. The one reason why he's apologizing.
This really makes him look like a bitch. Honestly. He's like, I know he's like sneak dissing me, but like, you know, it's kind of cool that he apologized. Blah, 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 blah. Like, all of this. Like, he thinks this is cool? This is really like you go up to your bully and it's like, I know you bully me, and you like shove me in lockers, and you like fucking make me eat yellow snow and this and that, you know, but like you're kind of cool, man. I think it's kind of cool, man. Yeah, okay, man, whatever.
Is because of the chat. You understand that? Like, he was streaming this documentary about Rich that was very, you know, anti-Rich. He was slamming Rich and everything. And the segment came up about me, and he says, oh, he's a loser, whatever. And the chat's like, no, he's king. Don't you understand? People like him now. We're watching his content. All that stuff is bullshit. We don't care about it. We like Phil now, and it's not right.
I just love that we now don't care about it when his fan base, you know, the people who support him all these years, have openly stated they don't care about him spending money on mobile games and this and that. All those people get fucked. You don't matter anymore. These new people that may or may not stick around, they matter. And this is a very like nuanced thing, I guess, that it's so nuanced for Phil that he'll never like pick up on that, because he doesn't care. He cares about the here and now all the time. The over the years stuff, all that stuff he takes for granted. That's why, like, when he says, oh, memberships are long-term support, I need short-term support, he never thinks of long-term. Because he can't grasp it. Short-term is something tangible. That's why you can never teach DSP how to fish. He'll never learn, because he's not going to care. Why should I learn to fish when I can eat the fish right now? Why should I learn that? Yeah, why should he learn to fish, right?
That
Correct.
You're slandering him like this on your stream. It's just old, tired shit. Cut it out. Phil's king. And then when he saw that, he realized, oh, so I guess the shtick won't work anymore, right? Like, the shtick literally will not work. I can't just sit here and crap on Phil anymore because public opinion has changed. And now I have to
public
change
opinion,
too,
though?
because if I keep the same old,
like, this is
tired,
really
hate on
cringe
Phil shtick
that
going,
he thinks that the attention he has is mainstream attention or public enough. Like, this is still a corner pocket of the internet, dude. The internet's a big place.
people are going to say that I'm outdated, I'm tired, I'm not with the times, right? And that's how Keem is. He wants to stay in line with what's popular. And so he's now, probably that was probably
Oh my
the first time
god,
he
dude, this
knew
is
that I was
this
going-
is so fucking lame. This is just explaining phases, like trends and other stuff. Like, dude, this is real life though. People's opinions on other people is not a trend. He keeps telling himself it is. But it's not. People can still fucking hate you, stupid. Oh my god.
I was going through any kind of a redemption arc. All right. And so now he's exposed to it. Oh, okay. Well, now I'll change. All right.
Wow,
So-
that quickly?
Is it a full-fledged
Again,
outright?
he hates people that you know what? Okay. You know what? Let's talk about this, right? He tells us that the trolls are a hive mind. We don't think for ourselves. Things are popular for the sake of being popular, all this stuff. Correct? So then why is this not seen in that same way? So Keem is going with the herd mentality, the hive mind, if you will, that DSP is king, and that we all gotta like Phil for the sake of liking Phil because he's king now. That is nowhere the same as people liking people for the sake of being popular. DSP, you're part of the problem that you say it's a problem. But now it's okay. So now it's okay to follow a hive mind to praise Phil. But if you follow a hive mind to praise any other YouTuber, that's bad. This dude is the most fucking idiotic, egotistical person you could find. How is someone... This is the most, it's okay for me, but not okay for you kind of shit you could find. This dude is a hypocrite. And he has double standards. And he doesn't follow his own fucking standards. And then when you dare to hold him accountable for his own shit, he will yell at you about how it's okay for him to do it. This dude is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Oh my God, let's break bread and forgive each other kind of an apology. No, it is not. Not in any way, shape, or form. He's literally just saying, listen, I'm sorry that I insulted you publicly on my stream last night. That's it. All right? I mean, let's be honest here. Okay? This is not our first interaction, right? So, I got a few things to say, all right, before I even give a final statement on it. But I got a couple questions for Keem, all right? So, Keem, I got a question for you, all right? You remember when you were trying to get me to be part of your show? And instead of actually approaching me like a respectable person or a human or a professional.
You know what? Just keep in mind. So when Keem wrote the response to this, he wrote a response or whatever the fuck to get to say, yeah, man, blah, 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 whatever. He shows his other DMs. May 25th, 22nd of 2022, I think. Keem literally DM'd him on Twitter saying, free now. And there was a Twitter DM back and forth with them. Or whatever the fuck. Keem did DM DSP. And DSP, get this, never responded. What's that noise? I heard like a clicking. Maybe it was a chair. Whatever. Sometimes, this is like... It gets lonely down here, guys. On level 0.
You yelled at me on your Twitter account, much like you just made this proclamation on your Twitter account.
Isn't this yelling at him?
And I needed to contact you right...
DSP. Okay. Let's go back to DSP Gaming.
You understand?
You understand? And then let's... Oh, God. Cleo was flashing up there. Oh my God, the cover banner is like freaking out. Look at this. Look at these, like, he has response videos too, like, no, that's not it. I feel like there was another response video. But whatever. He has my final answer to Keem, I need the internet's help. The banger video.
Hey everyone, Phil here again. And I find myself in a situation where once again I have to make a video to explain a situation and to give an answer to someone who has been basically bringing me up a lot lately.
Oh, this is very
like
quiet.
I need to publicly talk about it again, even though I thought that this whole thing was over. I feel like it's.
I'm just gonna skip ahead.
My name out of his mouth. He keeps constantly bringing me up, insulting me, but then he wants me on his show. Then he threatens me to be on it. Threats aren't going to get me on your show. I'm already not interested, and now you threaten me on top of it. It's not going to work. All right. So the only reason this is coming up this week is because recently behind the scenes, I had some conversations with a third party who was representing Boogie and Wings saying, hey, they're interested in getting you on a podcast with them. Basically the show that Keem wanted to do, but without Keem, let's do it. And I said, I'd be interested. We were supposed to wait.
Okay.
And he went back to Boogie and Wings and basically said, well, now I'm going to offer them their money again, their 50 grand, only now I'm going to find a third host because Phil doesn't want to do it. So he makes a tweet about this Friday night on his Twitter.
Man.
DSP has been kicked off the Lalcow cast, and we're going to find a third member. Who should it be? Everyone give me your opinions. And I read, I'm like, I'm not on the podcast. I never was. I never talked to him about it. I never agreed to do it. How can you...
Okay.
Not made it abundantly, straightforwardly clear. Again, it's like the mindset of a stalker that won't take no for an answer. He keeps talking about me.
And so guess what? He now wants to be involved with this guy. The guy he says is a stalker. That's always good.
He made a tweet overnight saying, DSP now has 48 hours to publicly apologize to the Lalcow cast.
Oh.
And then he can be on the show again. And I'm like,
why do I?
What?
He would never apologize.
Talking about?
And you know what? I guarantee you, this dude would flex that too. Oh man, I can't think of the situation, but I could see him say something like, "Well, this guy is so stupid. He apologized. I would never apologize." Because he sees apology as a weakness.
Are you deaf or stupid or both? Okay. Wow. I really feel at this point, and I wish I were joking. I'm starting to get scared.
I kind of liked this video in the past because the fact that he was like, because he brought up that he wanted to get a restraining order. I think we're about to hear that, and I always bring that up. It's like when this broke out initially on Twitter, I was like, yeah, just remember this guy was talking about getting a restraining order, and hearing it again, it's just so funny. He's saying he's scared. He's scared now, guys. He's shook.
I'm starting to think I should contact someone about getting a restraining order against this guy.
How would that work on the internet? I mean, I thought he can't get into the gated community. He'll go to jail.
Like, he won't take no for an answer. I've said it a million times. I want no involvement with Keemstar whatsoever. All right? None. I don't want nothing to do with this man. I want him to leave me alone and stop mentioning him, stop considering me for a show or any projects. I want no business relationship whatsoever with Keemstar ever in my entire life. Done.
In my entire life. Well, guess what, past Phil? New Phil? He wants to do content with him. You know, the stalker.
Right away, because there was an offer of $50,000 that was going to expire, right? You're basically making demands. Do you remember that? And do you remember how I was willing to have a discussion, but you basically couldn't contact me like a normal human with respect or dignity, like a business person? Instead, you expected me to drop everything in my life and work to contact you?
He dropped...
You remember that, right?
Dude, DSP dropped everything in his life to contact all these other people. Didn't want to do it for Keem. Because he liked the attention. And now, it's very telling, right? He loved just seeing Keem dance around for him. But now that he has more attention and this and that, like, he's like, oh, I can use this to get more attention. Again, that's why I just would love if Keem just, like, made DSP regret it. Because honestly, if I were Keem and this dude said that to me and then I got on to the show, I would just do whatever. I wouldn't give a fuck.
Right? Okay. Now you remember that after that happened, right? That then you continuously started to harass me systematically for about a year, saying negative things about me on your timeline. I mean, just a couple things here.
Which has been done in the past, though. Whatever.
When you said that you were going to contact my friends and family to try to get dirt on me.
Yeah.
And you were going to put all that out publicly, remember? That you were going to have a special edition.
He wasn't going to do that.
You remember when you said that you were going to personally finance a Netflix documentary about me? Anyone remember that one? Yeah. He said he was going to actually finance and produce a Netflix documentary on me and put it on Netflix, a slanderous documentary.
Yeah, that would definitely happen.
Talking all kinds of shit about me, right? This is not fake made up stuff. This is stuff he's all done publicly.
Yeah, but it doesn't
on
mean
his timeline.
But it may not even be serious.
He's done all of this. Like, remember?
Again, I'm not believing it happened until it happens.
Last year I was on this show. It was called Side Scrollers. And when I was on the show, because the show was so popular at the time, because it was a rare interview with me, that you showed up and tried to make it about you. You remember
you let him
when
on.
You decided to promote a stupid waste of time boxing match between Boogie and Wings.
Okay, you know what? He's saying this, but when he was on Kino Casino for the first time, he shilled his own content. So how come? Oh, it's because it was pertinent. But Keem showing up to... I guess that's not pertinent. I guess. But whatever. Who cares? You know what
During
I mean?
my interview with Side Scrollers. Do you remember that?
DSP allowed him on.
I think I remember that happening.
He asked, and you said yes.
I do. I think I kind of recall some of this happening, okay?
And then he says this.
Let's continue.
Like, man, this is
do you
really
remember,
annoying.
Not even a month ago, when on your Lol Cow podcast Twitter account.
DSP saying all this because he really hopes that Keem listens to this and is like, oh, man, I feel so bad. Oh, he's right. I was being a dick.
You posted up saying that you were considering legal action against me because I had an opinion about your show stating that I felt that it was scripted. And you said that me saying that on my show, without prefacing it, saying that it was my opinion, means that I was stating it as a...
Guess what? He added its opinion into his little podcast. Did he keep that? Yeah, the opinion... Yeah, it became a standard now. So, he wins.
Fact and that means that it's defamation or slander. I mean, I could actually analyze that for about an hour and completely destroy you.
How?
But I'm not going to because it's not worth my time.
Whatever.
Okay?
Like,
but you remember that, right?
Okay.
You remember when you did that, right? And that was less than a month ago.
So if he could destroy him for an hour, then why did he add in the description that it's his opinion or whatever the fuck? If he wasn't afraid of legal action and all his other stuff, why did he change the wording in his podcast so that Keem would leave him alone? No, because well, I guess so. But I mean, he has no morals anyway. DSP has no backbone. He can't stand up for himself. He caves at an ounce of pressure.
By the way, did anyone notice that in the last month that his Lolcow podcast is literally all scripted content? He's got Boogie and Wings grocery shopping. He's got Boogie picking up trash on the side of the road, drinking bottles of piss. He's got Boogie and Wings going to the Democratic National Convention dressed like Trump supporters. Correct? I mean, you remember this, right? This
wow, that's the content. That's like not even interesting.
Dream.
That's like really stupid.
This is actually happening.
Oh my
right
god,
now.
guys!
That's
Trump's
like he's putting out on his show.
I mean, imagine. Like, I feel like people would dog on a Democrat for doing that. Like, oh, I went to a Trump rally saying I love Harris, Kamala Harris, and then that person would probably be laughed out of the building. Like, whatever. Okay.
Scripted show, and that's what I said it was, and he threatened legal action, and then he decided to continue.
But now he's doubling down on it, though. So
correct? This is all public and happening,
whatever.
right?
Okay.
But by the way, this is my opinion, just for the record. This is my opinion. This is not fact. It's my opinion.
So then, why did you say? Oh my god, DSP, just please drink.
So here's the thing. All right, perhaps if we didn't have this long and storied history of you punching down on me, right? Like I don't have enough shit to put up with my detractors who are insane clowns who are trying to ruin my life and my business and my family, right?
Right.
Like that's not hard enough on me. I need to have Keemstar also punching down into the pile on me, right?
He deserves it.
Maybe we didn't have that history. I would have watched this apology and I would have been like, you know what? I believe it. I totally believe it. I do. All right? But I'm going to be honest.
Again, he says this, but just again, he watched these documentaries about Keemstar and said, Keem, you're someone who did a lot of bad stuff, man. He tried to bring up like that Minecraft thing vaguely, and he fucked it up so bad that no one knew what the fuck he was talking about. He was trying to bring that up. He tried to bring up Etika and all this other stuff. But now suddenly, that's whatever. But you're mean to me, man. Okay.
We do have a history. And you have a history of basically being what's called a fair weather friend. What that means is, hey, when things are going good.
Then DSP, if you think this, why are you doing a stream with him on Wednesday? Why are you involving with the dude that you call the stalker? Again, this dude just says shit as a performance. Why would anyone with a brain take this dude seriously? That's why when he offers these dumbass challenges for his detractors, guys, if you're gonna guys, demonetize your channels right now for a month. You're not gonna do that. Don't talk about me for a month, man. And then if you do it, he's still gonna shit on you. This dude will not do anything. He just says shit. Oh, I showed them an olive branch and no one took it. People probably did take it, but he doesn't care about them. Whatever.
Good. Now you want to ride that wave, right? You want to be associated with someone when they're popular, when people are liking them, when it benefits you. And then the moment that public opinion tips or dips, you drop them like a hot rock, right? That's it. You ride the trends. And listen, to some extent, maybe that should be well respected.
By the way, why should that be respected? You shat on people for this. This is unreal. But I was gonna say something else. Now I lost the train of thought because that just hit me like a rock, man. Oh yeah, he told us that this thing was gonna ship because of the June the King documentary. He was fear-mongering that, and now that's out the window. He's not even scared of the documentary anymore. Like, come on.
Respect it. Because you know what? You could definitely get over in life doing that. All right? Personally, I think it's abhorrent. I think that that's a very low moral standard, being honest here. But, hey, you basically have made a living doing it for how long, and you're continuing to do it. Here, that's all this is. Your chat told you, oh, Phil's doing good now. He is king. You really shouldn't do the old, shtick anymore. It doesn't work. And you immediately decided to change your tune and do this apology to me. Okay? But we know who you are. You're not a newcomer to the game. You've been in the game for so long. You have this track record. We know.
Again, no one can change but Phil. Phil can do multiple bad things all the time. And he can always be redeemed. Everyone else can't do that. I just love that DSP can make multiple mistakes nonstop, back to back to back, and he can be redeemed. But other people that do that, they can never be redeemed. They're fucked.
Your personality, we know your intentions. All right? This is not some new shocking thing. Now, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I've gotten this entire thing wrong. Maybe I've just gotten so many misconceptions about Keemstar from things I've heard. Then again,
DSP, you had you talked to him. You called him a stalker.
and I do have this track record of nasty things he's done to me, so that's the experience I'm coming from. But maybe I'm wrong. All right? And so,
this is so fake. This is so fake. This dude is such a fucking fake ass piece of shit. And he's saying that everyone else is fake and this and that. This is the definition of being fake. When you look up the definition of fake, this is what comes up. Now he's like, maybe I'm wrong. DSP, you were like talking as a matter of fact all the time, shitting on Keem. And now you're saying, well, maybe I'm wrong. Fucking choke on bleach. Fucking like, just drink it. Take some Tide Pods too. Do that. Do everything. Just go to the washing department for dishwashing, laundry. Take all that soap and just have a feast.
in that spirit, okay, what I'd like to do is I would like to say, I would make an offer that I will appear on his Lal Cow podcast for a very small contribution to the King's coffers of $50,000.
I thought you don't want to get paid for interviews, Philip. Why does he have to pay? He told Muda wanted to pay him $5,000, and he's like, I don't want. I'll do it for free, man. But now he do it for Keem because of $50,000. Man, it's almost like he knew either Keem had the money and he just wanted to like kind of like milk him, or that he knew that the offer wasn't real, so he's kind of like continuing, and he's not gonna take it, which is why he gave the other offer of showing up on his podcast for free.
If he would like to pay me $50,000 to appear on his show for a 2-hour segment, I will appear on his show for 2 hours for $50,000. And no, this is not a joke. 50 grand, and I will appear on his show. Now I'm actually making a real public offer.
So how is this any different, right, from Keem making a video saying this? Like, listen to that. Keem made a video on Twitter saying, Phil, I'm doing this thing, and you want to be part of it, for $50,000, let me know, whatever the fuck. That's not real. But DSP going on his little stupid-ass stream and saying, I'll do it for $50,000, that's a real offer. I got a real offer. DSP, drink bleach. Just drink it. Drink it up.
That's actually, not bullshit. All right? 50 grand. And I will come on your show for 2 hours and we will talk about whatever. I mean,
now, what's funny? You know what's hilarious? So, he's saying he'll be there for 2 hours. But Keem decided to go on his show for like an hour and a half. So Keem is getting fewer screen time on DSP's podcast, but DSP would want to go on someone else's show and make it a 2-hour event. Huh. I wonder why.
Expect me to be doing any kind of crazy shit, but since you're so desperate to have the king on your show, I mean, literally, you've talked about me like every fucking show, pretty much. I mean, you had entire episodes dedicated to me. It only seems fair that the king should be collecting his tithes and taxes, right? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, yeah, 50
Eh.
grand, and I'll go on the Lao Cow
50
show
grand,
for
little
2 hours,
man.
one live show,
You owe
and we'll
me,
do whatever.
owe me, oh.
okay?
I kept
Fair
thinking
enough.
about that
Or-
song from
Or
Silent Jay and Silent Bob.
I'll make
I
a
don't know.
counter offer for
don't know
you.
why.
Because I'll be honest, I've seen the show recently. It's not very
He fucked up. A counter offer. I'm gonna counter my offer for you. Here's the counter offer that you should have.
good. It's pretty bad. All right, the show is pretty much
And then
on
you
its
should
last
sound
legs
a
at this
show.
point. Even
Which
though
is
you do
very
have a large
cool.
group of really mentally stunted people who watch
And
it
then
and
shit's
think
on his
that it's, like,
audience.
quality content. It's really
Wow,
bad.
man, you're
and you
so
can tell that
cool.
this show is definitely not going to exist forever.
Uh-huh.
This is his latest venture of crap that's not going to work.
Look,
you know,
I'm
just
busy.
like
Shut
you know,
up.
just like
Shut up.
his happy punch bullshit, where it was supposed to be a big thing that him and Boogie and Wings were going to keep boxing other people, and it never happened. It fell apart. It's junk. No one likes it. And his show right now is falling apart. Oh, I have a host. Oh, the host is off the show. They're on the show. And I'm paying the host. Now I'm not paying the host.
Oh my
Now
god,
I'm doing
dude,
this. I'm doing
like-
that. Oh, we got no
But
content.
I thought
Oh,
it was
shit, let's make Boogie-
scripted. Why is he Oh my god. Oh, he just said, "Oh guys, the show is scripted." He even said like when he was first telling us that, "Oh, they're pretending that they're firing each other and this and that." Now he's saying it's on his last legs because people are leaving. Like, DSP, can you just like think a little bit before you fucking talk and try to remember what you said? You know, maybe he is drinking bleach. I don't know. Maybe I'm just ignorant at the effects of bleach in your digestive system. I'm not gonna try it because I'm a stupid troll and I'm not smart enough to drink bleach. But maybe DSP is. Maybe DSP is drinking bleach. You know.
Boogie pick up trash and drink piss, and it can only last so far, especially for a guy like Keemstar who's supposed to be retired yet still seems to appear in every piece of content that he's involved in. You know. So I'm gonna make a counter offer because I'll be honest. I don't think Keemstar can afford $50,000.
You know, DSP and
for me to
Keemstar
be
have that in common. They just say shit and they don't really mean it. They just say shit
on his show. I don't think that would happen. I think actually, like, you know. And by the way, I'll say this too: no counter offers. It's either you accept the offer.
No counter offers. Here's a counter offer. No counter offer.
Or nothing. There's no counter offer. We're not going to negotiate. This is now you're in the king's court. You understand? I hold the cards now. So
This really reminds me of the meme from that movie with Tom Hanks where the guy's like, look at me. I'm captain now. Look at me. It's that. It's that. He's like, look, I'm king now.
control the situation, not you. I have all the power here, not you.
This is literal
so
childish
it's either 50
behavior.
grand or nothing. 50 grand or I'm not going to be on your show. But I do have another offer for you.
So wait, what? So here's the offer. Okay. Then here's the counter offer. But no counter offer. But here's another offer. But no negotiations. Here's the other offer. DSP, are you like okay? Are you alright?
You appear here on my Level 1 podcast for free. You don't have to pay to be on my show. You can be a guest on my show. And we'll have a conversation live. What do you think about that?
This is really lame.
Now, here's the thing.
And it's so lame. And again, he said, past Phil said he never wants to deal with Keem in his life. He's a stalker. And now he's inviting the stalker to the pig pen.
In order to actually have that happen, Keemstar would actually have to find a way to lower himself to my level on level 1. Because usually what he does is he'll go on his Twitter and he'll scream and be like, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to be following you on Twitter. I'm not going to.
DSP, you responded to him screaming on his Twitter. And again, Keem did DM him, asking him if he's free, and DSP never responded. As DSP would say, he ghosted him.
If you actually literally go on Twitter right now and say, I accept, I don't give a fuck. You actually have to contact me like a man, like a business transaction, which is what this should be. Not you screaming like a child on Twitter and acting like an immature child. I want you to actually like contact me via a method that makes sense. Mail, it exists. I have email, right? Twitter, I do have a Twitter account. You're blocked on there. All right, so what I will do now, just to show me a DM about appearing on this show, all right, we can talk about it. And by the way, I'm just going to tell everyone, I'm not guaranteeing that this is going to happen. This is expecting anything out of this, all right? But, you know.
Man, he unblocked him again. On your show,
you got to pay the king's taxes. It's just that simple, all right? So 50 grand, and I'll be on your show for 2 hours, or we could talk about you appearing on my show, The King's Court. You're going to have to lower yourself down to level 1 if you actually want to have a real conversation with me.
Did he mock a dude saying that Keem should dress up as a jester? Isn't that what he's doing now?
Don't post on Twitter about this. I don't care. If you do, I'm going to ignore you.
But he could DM him on Twitter. Oh, okay.
Don't make any counter offers. I'm going to ignore them. It's my way or the highway, bro. So let's hear what you have to say about it. Okay.
It's not really much of an offer, though. You're saying either give me money or do something for free. Which one would Keem pick? I wonder. Guys, I got an offer for you. Either, you give me $1 million, or you just watch my videos and do whatever you want. What you gonna take, man? I don't know. Whatever.
All right, we have one more topic for today,
and it's the duty thing. All right, I'm not gonna watch the Keem reaction thing about this. I just was curious about this segment, because he pretty much said like, oh, he's very respectable and blah blah blah, and we're gonna do stuff together Wednesday, even though I said that I don't want to do anything with the guy who stalks me.
All right. So now, 2 updates. First of all, the doody situation. If you remember yesterday,
another doody segment. Yes,
did a segment about one of my detractors named Doody Streams, how he inadvertently self-exposed and felt it himself because for so long he'd been saying things like, "Oh, I detract on Phil for fun. I do it because I'm wealthy and I don't need to worry about income."
Did he say
and
that?
So it's
Did
not
he say
about
he's
that.
rich? Is he
Phil
part of the
says
1%?
his detractors only detract on him because there's profit in it. That's not why I do it at all, right? But then for a completely unrelated reason, he decides to disclose all of his YouTube analytics, and he shows that he's probably making at a minimum 60 grand a year just doing it. And probably more because there's probably super chats and tips and other things involved. Like he literally self-exposes himself as an insane hypocrite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
these would never know what that
again,
is.
It's like I said,
like,
the way these things are working out, I've been in the game for so long, okay, that basically I don't have to do anything. All these people who've come up against me and used me as a stepping stool to get ahead, they made fun of me, they derided me. Everyone crap on Dark Side.
My success.
What's happening now is I survived it all, and I'm coming out the other end of the tunnel, and they're all crumbling on their own. I mean, Review Tech is probably the first of many, I would think.
Yeah, because
that this is going to keep happening.
Again, Review Tech was a fucking lolcow, and that documentary that June made had nothing to do with DSP. What did he have to do with that? This is so stupid. Like, shut up.
I'm saying, like, I didn't have to lift a finger. That guy for a decade crapped on me. And now he's in his downward spiral, right? And what's happening is now people's eyes are being opened and they're starting to look at these people who have detracted on me for years. They're like, wait a minute. What are they doing over there? Like people will, I watched this guy's clips to get highlights of Phil. But then they actually start looking at, wait a minute, I went into Phil's channel.
Okay.
And I started watching his channel and it was good. But then I take the glasses, I go over their channel, right? And it's different. I don't understand.
Wait, what?
Looking at, wait a minute. I went into Phil's channel and I started watching his channel and it was good. But then I take the glasses, I go over their channel, right? And it's different. I don't understand. How could it be one but then the other? Because it's
What?
not.
What was that about?
Because
Whatever.
their content's crap. It always
Okay.
has been. It's always been spun to be a lie.
I'm kind of lost on that
exaggerated
example. I feel like that there was something missing about
negative
it.
shit, so they can make $1 on your back. So literally, what Doody did is he accidentally showed the public that the reason he does it is because he's making tons of money. Because yesterday,
But again, DSP told us that for years, and people like knew that anyway. Again, it has been a debate about should people monetize DSP content back and forth, and it's like, who cares? And there are people who probably don't like that, and they either don't watch his content or they do, and they are just like, whatever, or they don't watch it. There's many options. Whatever.
yesterday I made a challenge to Doody. I said, so if you're not a hypocrite and you don't do it for money, demonetize your channel. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been 24 hours and Doody has not demonetized his channel.
Did he give him a deadline? He said like so it's been 24 hours. Okay, but what if Doody doesn't want to do it or he didn't know? Why do we have a time limit now?
He never will, because he's a pussy, and because he's a coward, and because he's a liar, and because he's a hypocrite, and because he's a lowlife, and because he's a scumbag, and because he's a waste of fucking life. These people are leeches and parasites.
Okay.
The only reason Doody exists is because of me. If I didn't exist, he wouldn't exist. You understand that?
Okay.
He's a worthless human.
How do you know that though? What's to say that he wasn't gonna find success doing something else? Like I know I get it, but like, how do you know that for a fact? Whatever.
Worthless. All he needs to do is get a life, and he won't, and he will never, ever, ever, ever live up to the things he boasts about and says because he's full of shit. So don't listen to him. There's no reason to watch his content. Now, here's the thing. What needs to happen is not attacks on these people, not people, going crazy. Here's what needs to happen. Just stop watching their content. I'm clipping my content. If you wanted to see the segments from yesterday's show that were the hot topics, they're clipped right here on this channel. You can check them out.
What about the stuff in your gameplay?
What other people want to see is me raging at video games.
Whatever.
I promise you, once we get into games where I'm kind of raging, I'll start clipping that. Really,
Yeah,
I'll be honest
right.
with Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah, you think he's gonna like clip the mouth drooler? No, he's not gonna do that. Why would he clip
once or
that?
twice, and I didn't really find it that entertaining, which is why I haven't clipped it. I really could. I could clip all those rage moments when there's like classic rage and problems happening and I fuck up in a game. I could clip that too. Okay, I'm down for that. I'm trying to clip the things that I think you're gonna like the most, and quite honestly, the things I've clipped are getting good views. So I think I am clipping the right content right now. But I would love to clip content also from my gameplay. All right, but the
Okay.
point is, you don't have to watch their garbage anymore because
No,
you can watch
I watch my
the
content.
actual content.
Guys,
on the channel.
guys. You're not gonna see Guilty Gear gameplay, especially Jacko, when you watch DSP. When you come here, you're like, that Theo guy, we may see a Jacko match somewhere. Or it's on the channel, and it's like a fun little surprise. I don't care what you think, I'm just gonna say it's a treat. You probably go to your YouTube and it's like, oh, a Jacko video, what a little treat. And then you open it and you're like, wow, man, he's throwing some servants around. And then we do a little trick-or-treating. It's a little Halloween come early when Jacko's around.
Do you understand?
You understand?
And now the people that
You're
are
not gonna
over
see
there,
the
what's gonna
Jacko
happen
gif
is
when you go to
if
fucking
people
DSP's
actually wise
content.
up, right? Which I think they will. I think what's gonna happen is you're gonna see a decline now. It's not gonna be fast, but you're gonna start to see a slow decline.
Oh, the cope. It
of
will be
people
a
who are
slow
watching that
decline.
toxic shit. Because instead they could just be here with the positive community, having fun, interacting, and then seeing the real content for what it is, celebrating rather than detracting. Correct? Laughing with instead of laughing at.
No, I'm gonna laugh at you
totally
still. I don't
okay
give
at
a
laughing
fuck.
at myself, man.
Yeah, right.
You know that. This whole king thing is a joke. It's not serious. I
Oh
don't think
man.
I'm actually a king. It's funny.
Wow, you don't think you're a literal king? Wow, wow, Phil, that's a shocker. But why are you leaning it? There's all these memes about him, about other stuff. Doesn't lean into that, but he leans in the king shit. Now I wonder if whenever is the next meme, the next detractor meme. Let's see if he's gonna lean into that. I doubt it.
It's a silly thing we're running with, right? That's why we're doing it.
Yeah, it's so
I can
funny with my 13 streaks of getting $150+. So funny, man. It's hilarious.
make fun of myself and laugh at myself just like you guys do.
But what's the
right?
joke? What's the joke about you being a king, Phil? Can you explain the joke to me? I'm stupid. I'm a dumb troll. That I don't know how life works. Can you explain to me what the joke is? That it's cringe? What's cringe about it? Like, you notice that when he explains about the king meme, it's just buzzwords. It's cringe. I'm not king. No, like that's his explanation. But why is it cringe?
And thank you for that, for being here, for hanging out. You know what I mean? But what we need to do is systematically allow people to have their eyes opened over time to how crappy, toxic, and shitty that content is and come to the source. Right?
Come to the source.
Take a look at what Doody does. He literally will rebroadcast and clip my content, use hashtags of my name in my channels, and he posts the video first before I can post my raw content because I'm still broadcasting. I want you to think about how desperate he is. That's how he makes his content and gets his views, because he steals
But, like,
my
why
content.
should I wait forever for your content? I mean, like, you know, like, whatever.
And post it before I can. He's a fucking low-life, degenerate thief.
And again, he's been through this before, and it's like, who cares, you know? Like, whatever.
He's a scumbag. He's a piece of shit. That's why his name is Doody.
There's worse people on YouTube, by the way. There's bigger scammers. You know, people do actual, like, worse stuff than what Doody's doing. And DSP's acting as if Doody's, like, the worst thing to happen.
So, I don't have to do anything. These people will fall on their own. All right? But it's just funny to me.
Again, people...
This guy is the big talker, right? Oh, I don't need to make money. I don't need to do this. I lay down the law and say, well, if you're going to be truthful to who you say you are, demonetize your channel. Has he done it? Fuck, no, he hasn't. He never will, because he's a pussy. You understand? He's a coward.
Why would he
not
do...
who he says
Again, DSP has mocked people for doing what he said they should do. Like, oh, this guy's a pussy. Look at him. I said this and he did it, man. He didn't even stand up for himself. Duh. And he said stuff like that similarly to that. And Doody is not caving because it would be ridiculous. Again, why should he? DSP's not gonna care. DSP will just continue to shit on them anyway. Whatever.
He's a waste of life.
And also think about this, right? Let's just assume, right, that the viewers, let's say that Doody never admitted that he gets paid and all this other stuff. And the viewers are watching, and they think that he's not monetizing the videos. It kind of shows that he probably would have gotten the views if he didn't monetize at all anyway, like, you know, but whatever.
So, if you're smart, you'll stop watching that shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
We're done with Doody. All right? I don't need to talk about him anymore.
All right, we don't need to talk about him anymore. Now to the next day, where guess what? We're talking about Doody again. Yes.
Continuing on here.
It's kind of interesting how,
our next topic.
You know, when Tevin was the hot topic for DSP to bring up, like, it was just always occasional, like, oh, he's a criminal, he should be put into jail because he's stealing content every day, he's stealing my content, blah blah blah. Like, that's kind of all, at least from what I remember, of what DSP said about Tevin. But Doody, I don't know what it's about, but he's like extra, like, we gotta deplatform this guy. Let's deplatform Doody. And I think I saw someone say in Discord, oh guys, I mentioned a secret Discord, guys. But someone mentioned that He's probably targeting Doody because he's probably an easy target because he's again Doody is like it's like in the middle where it's like he's not super small where it's like okay he's kind of shitting on a dude that's like just doing YouTube for fun for the lulz if you will, but he's also not big enough where these may have to deal with pushback or whatever. Dude is like right at like the middle where he's not too big, he's not too small, and you know, there's just enough detractors that are also kind of critical of him too that DSP can like shit on him directly and not worry about anything.
So,
and that's probably why.
Last night, okay,
it's gonna be a
basically those guys, they
prophecy,
started
dude.
their stream. I started mine and jumped into the middle of their stream. And little do I realize they're talking about duty streams, and I'm like, I wonder why they're talking about duty streams. Now, I talked about duty streams 2 days ago on this show. I exposed how the guy literally self-exposed himself. The guy constantly says he's independently wealthy. He doesn't need any money from YouTube. Then he shows how much money he makes on YouTube, and it's like, dude, so you're a liar. You're literally doing this for the money. Because if you weren't, you'd either demonetize your channel or you'd be donating that money to charity or something.
How do you know he doesn't?
So you're a fucking hypocrite.
How do you know he doesn't? You know what? You know what's funny? He says that because he said previously, demonetize your channel right now. But what if, right? Duty decides I'm gonna donate it to charity.
Right? So I exposed him
also,
fully.
At the same time, what if Duty is donating to charity and he doesn't want to brag about it because it's against the morals? You know, DSP would then say, "Well, he's just donating to charity to make a point, man. You don't brag about charity."
Looks like a fucking embarrassed idiot, right?
Whatever, right?
He basically goes on to clip my video of me saying this, right? And he makes content that's blatantly false. Like 100% fake. All right? And I guess what happened is that Kino Casino saw the content. So I'm joining their show and they're already talking about this. And I'm like, guys, I actually have no idea what you're talking about because I haven't seen what you're even, speaking of. But it sounds pretty fucking stupid to me if this is really what's going on. I don't know what's really going on, like what the real deal is. Excuse me. Is there a glare on this screen? Oh, there we go. Yeah, there was a...
All right, let's move on.
Talking about him on this show 2 days ago. That literally was just me talking about him on this show from 2 days ago. All right? He didn't add any commentary. He didn't add any criticism. He didn't add anything but a title to the video and an overlay.
Did he watch the
video? Which for some reason he thinks makes the video a transformative work. It does not. That would be like the same as saying, oh, I can just play Avengers Endgame and have an overlay border around it and title it This Movie Sucks and think that that's transformative. It's not. That would never fly. So basically, he's ripping my content off. He's adding no commentary, no criticism, nothing to make it transformative. He's literally just re-uploading it to his channel.
He uploaded the clip of what DSP said about Duty. He didn't upload the full podcast. He uploaded a clip and added this stuff. It's still fair use because it's not... He didn't upload the full podcast. Whatever.
And he's basically slandering me in the title, completely saying false things. So you might say, well, what are we talking about here? I'll show you. So over on his channel, there's all these different videos, right? Of course, he makes 1 million videos a day about me, which is absolutely ludicrous. The guy, he says I'm unhinged. Dude, you make 4 to 5 videos a day about...
He says I'm unhinged. I mean, DSP, you are unhinged. You're literally talking about a dude that you say you don't care about
me, all of which are lies. So who's
all of which are lies? Okay. DSP take on Twitter verification slaps him right in the face. Wait, what? But he did get verified, even though he said that it was like stupid to do that. And I like that. Look at the little watch bars. It's like he just opens it.
Who's
and it's like,
unhinged? So this is the video we're talking about.
Like he watched that video. He did watch it actually. I thought he didn't watch it, but he didn't watch it like on the stream,
Breaking DSP. Hold on, I'm gonna mute this piece of shit. DSP personal. Just read.
You literally hear the rage build.
So this is the video we're talking about. Breaking DSP. Hold on, I'm gonna mute this piece of shit. DSP personal. Just read.
Just read.
Just listen to this. This is so good. Again, I literally can't make this up or make him embarrass himself anymore. The title of his video, breaking DSP personal attack doody, breaking YouTube toss.
YouTube toss.
He's
Whatever.
unhinged.
Again, what if English isn't his first language? He's mocking a dude who may not even live in America. Whatever. Or it may not be
DSP
or may not be his, like, he may live in America, but maybe he's not like a native speaker, so he's like, you know, not everyone is like born in America and they speak perfect flawless English. Whatever.
personal attack doody.
I mean, literally, imagine if he did this to Jade all the time. Whatever.
YouTube toss. That's not a sentence, you fucking idiot. Dude, you're supposed to be a YouTuber making drama content. Can you learn grammar? It doesn't even make fucking sense.
Man.
Look at what?
What?
Here, can I fix it for you? Breaking. DSP personally attacks doody. This breaks YouTube's terms of service. He's unhinged. Yes.
But that's like a mouthful. Again, like, you know, it's probably just to keep it short so it, like, you can read the title.
See how easy that
Whatever.
shit is? But you need a brain cell in your fucking head to be able to formulate a proper sentence. You don't have one. You're a fucking mouth
Again, this
drool.
dude makes numerous, like, typos as well. You know, like, come on.
All right? Now, continuing on. What this video does, I'm not kidding, has a 3D rendered intro.
Oh,
All right?
man.
Supposedly of my house. It looks absolutely nothing like my house, by the way.
Yeah, do you want them to, like, you know what? Let's be petty about this, because DSP is the king of pettiness nonsense. If it was an accurate representation of his house, you just know DSP. They get this, guys. They actually did. Get this. They did a full 3D render of my house. They're fucking creeps. They took a 3D. They analyzed my entire house and recreated it. Again, this dude freaked out because Q-Farms had a blueprint. Well, not a blueprint, but they drew what the layout of his home. Now, they have a made-up fake house where DSP lives in, and he's like, oh, they think this is not even my house. DSP, maybe that's not the point. And I just love what he goes on about this. This kind of, like, you know, I was, like, debating how should I handle these duty segments. But this kind of, like, I need to talk about this no matter what. No matter what, I'm committing to doing this video.
By the way,
get a load of this.
it's ridiculous. It's insulting. Of course, shows my wife is fat and all this shit.
My wife is
and then
fat.
after the 3D rendered intro, which he must have paid for, because you know the guy's no talent, so you know he doesn't make.
So get this, right? So Duty, I paid someone to make something, right? So Duty has no talent, so he paid someone. DSP, you have talent, but you don't pay people to make your emotes or your shirts. He sold shirts and didn't pay anyone who made the designs. All of the emotes he fucking has were free for him that people have to pay to use. And this dude is mocking someone for I'm not sure, because I know the person who made this, so I don't know if he was commissioned or whatever, because I feel like a lot of people in the director community are like, fine if it, like, you know, they share animations, you can credit them, whatever. I mean, it varies person to person, so I don't know the transaction here. But even if Duty paid for this intro, that is what you should be doing. You should be paying people to make stuff for you. This dude has all these emotes and he pays them nothing. He had people who edits videos and gives them nothing. The only compensation they're getting is, oh, you can submit videos to the React channel. That's all. That's the income. Now, you could argue that's fair or whatever. And if that's what the editors feel like, if they think that's a fair transaction, that's on them. That they can do that. But for the longest time, they weren't being paid. The people who made the layout, are they being paid? Derek did the tier list. Is he being paid for that? No. Are the people who are making the thumbnails, are they being paid? No. And this dude is mocking Doody for supposedly paying someone to make an intro. Dude, I would be making fun of people like that. At least they're paying someone for making something.
Make those himself, right? He just fucking pays
And
someone.
then, and again, this dude says every day, oh, I'm not talented to make thumbnails. I'm not artistically inclined to make stuff. And then this dude is sitting there saying, guys, this guy is not talented and he's paying someone to make stuff. Like, fuck off. People should be paying artists to make stuff. Because that is a job. That's more of a job than what he does. And he's like, this guy paid. Like, you know, at least the person who makes this actually has talent. Because I think, oh man, it's like Pixar Productions, I think. And he makes a lot of good videos. He has cool animations, and I'm sure it takes a lot of effort. Okay.
Someone to do it. He goes over here, and I'm not kidding you. Here it is. This is his content. This is his video. It's just me sitting here.
Again, DSP yells at us about, oh, they don't get the full context. Why doesn't he show the video? Why didn't the video play so we can see? I like how he muted it, even though, like, we're not going to be watching the video.
And stop watching Doody, and this fucking thing, which looks like he's holding a dildo in his hand.
Man, he's trying really hard for that dildo joke because it's literally like a not a nightclub, a baton that police have. Like, if you think that's a dildo, then man, do you not know what a cop is? And I don't know, man.
And it actually moves like a dildo too. Like if I play here, watch when it moves. It's like he's trying to poke you with a dildo or something. It's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, say that to a cop. When you watch a show or a movie that has a cop and they just do this, just be like, wow, man, that guy's holding a dildo. He just wants to poke you with it, and see what happens.
So he actually thinks that that's transformative. That's not transformative. Transformative means you put commentary into it, you put criticism into it, you actually formulated a thought.
You know what? Let's watch this. Let's see. Doody streams. I'm just gonna put like buzzwords. It should come up. Breaking okay. That's not the video. That's not the video I want. Guys, he's streaming right now. Where is it? DSP is unhinged. Where is... Guys, I can't even find it. It has to be somewhere before this, I feel. Man. Guys, Phil might be right. This is too much. Where's Toss? Where is it? I'm trying to find the Toss. There it is. There's the Toss. Listen to that shit. We're just gonna like skip ahead. I'm just gonna go to a random part.
He's a hypocrite, and because he's a lowlife, and because of me, if I didn't exist,
he didn't exist.
So don't listen to him. There's no, you know that this whole king thing is a joke.
Okay, guys, he did not actually add any commentary. He didn't. It's just the clip. Bum bum bum. Oh look, he did have hashtags of DSP. It's hidden, man. Oh man, that's a long list. Mean Streets. Oh, it's part of the YouTube library, so it's ad free, man. He could have listened to that. Whatever.
Put effort in. You didn't just rip a giant raw segment and then put it on your own channel and claim it as your own. I can clip my own content and rip it from my own channel and put it as a clip because it's my content. I can cut it out however I want. You can't do that.
But other people have done it. I mean, there used to be a clip channel for Mega 64 that was made by a fan, and that person did it on their own, and then it just kind of, went on from that. You know what I mean?
And when people do their restreams of me and they're commentating over me, that's illegal. That's
Good.
transformative work. This
Dude,
video
this is legal.
actually completely
We got it
fucking
from the
illegal.
guy himself.
You didn't transform the content. All you did was add a 3D intro and put this there. Again, if this was Avengers Endgame, and you said Avengers Endgame sucks,
but he's only
and this
uploading
was you
8
going
minutes
like
of it
this to
though.
Avengers Endgame, that's illegal. You can't rebroadcast.
But he's not
Avengers
rebroadcasting
Endgame. It's
the whole
copyright.
movie.
You are breaking
Whatever.
the law with this video.
What about people who re-upload
Okay?
trailers?
So change your content
Whatever.
right fucking now.
Right
Because
now.
if you're here's the difference. Here's the other video that we talked about the other day. Let me find it. It's even hard to find. Are you kidding me?
Are you
It's
kidding me?
hard to find the video because he makes so many fucking bullshit videos about me
Okay.
that I can't even find the video I was talking about. Where's the video from the other day? Here it is. Are you shitting me?
I mean, shit. Look how
Are
mad
you
he's getting.
shitting me? Dude, it's been 3 days. He made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. He made 17 videos about me in 3 days.
Okay. DSP,
I don't make
you did that when you were starting. You made a lot of videos back then. And they were all 10-minute videos, so it's kind of the same.
17 videos about me in 3 days. Are you fucking kidding me?
Why does he care so much about what Doody does, you know? Like,
Anyway, this is the video that I was talking about, okay? Can I show you the difference? Take a look at this video. In this video, he's talking. He's got an avatar talking. He's got stuff, and he's has content. Do you see what this is here on the screen here?
You see
This
this?
is called content. This is called he created something for himself. He actually made content on the screen that he's addressing. This is allowed. Having me in this clip, this is allowed because you made a transformative work out of this. You understand? This is protected under copyright law.
But you know, but you just know for a fact the only reason DSP is talking about this is because he's being accused of breaking TOS, and that is, I feel pretty confident saying that if you start accusing DSP of breaking TOS, he will be triggered, because he's probably afraid that YouTube is gonna take it seriously if you just say, Phil, you're breaking TOS, because look at all the times in the past when people were saying that he was breaking TOS about the bounty system that he wanted to do for Warzone or whatever the fuck. He immediately folded because he was so afraid that he might have broken TOS, but he doubled down on it, saying, I didn't break TOS, these people are stupid. All this other stuff. You call him, you tell him he's breaking TOS, he will immediately get pissed off about it. And I wouldn't be surprised if more and more people start doing this about random, like, innocuous stuff to get to him. And I wouldn't be surprised if that was what Doody was going for, because this is stuff that you could kind of put together by watching this guy. Every time TOS is brought up, he gets super defensive because he can't fathom that he might have broken TOS. You can break TOS and still be like, oh shit, I didn't mean to, or whatever the fuck. But the fact that he's like doing it, and when he's called out for it, he doesn't want to consider he might have. Oh, fuck that. He'll double down on him not breaking TOS. Because that's where DSP is mentally.
This is not. This here, any of these where all you did was raw clip, like this one would be okay, because as you can see, he's talking again. That's okay.
He's talking
Any
again.
video where all he did was raw clip me is not allowed. It's illegal. So all these videos
How is it illegal, though?
are fucking completely...
There's so many people who do unofficial clip channels, though. Are those illegal? Are they all gonna be wiped out? Like, no one cares. This is like a very innocuous thing to be this upset about, that someone uploaded a clip. But again, it's not that the clip itself he's mad about, it's because Doody is saying he broke TOS, and DSP thinks if he doesn't respond, YouTube will, for some reason, decide that Doody is correct, and will like destroy DSP and kill him or some shit. This dude is like, he's getting worked up because of this. Because Doody is saying he's breaking TOS. He's afraid that he might have. Because a little voice of him is thinking, shit, did I no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Did I? Maybe I did. No, I'm going to say I didn't. And I'm going to double down on it.
Bullshit. You can't have
Bullshit.
these. So stop making them. Now, here's the thing. I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm not going to misuse the YouTube copyright system because the YouTube copyright system is meant for people who are going to sue. If I had a lawyer lined up right now and I was like, I want to sue this man because he's stealing my content, then I would
No,
use the
that's
YouTube
not how
copyright.
it works, though. Because if you file it from, oh my god, he tells us though, if he gets a copyright strike, in order for it to be removed, he would either have to, well, whatever. I give up. You know, I guess you need a lawyer for either way, for both ways.
Copyright system against him.
Whatever.
But I have no intentions of doing that. You understand? So I'm not going to do anything with this. And I advise everyone else, don't do anything with this. I will have nothing to do with that. I don't want anyone attacking this man. I don't want anyone taking any action against him. There's a difference between exposing misuse of content as illegal versus taking action. I don't want anyone taking action about this. Okay? Now, the reason that this was all being discussed on the Kino Casino show is this video. All right? So all he does is he clips me talking about him on my show, saying things such as he's a scumbag, he steals my content, he's misrepresenting me in my content, you know, all the things that I've said. And he says, personal attack doody, breaking YouTube terms of service. He doesn't have a word of commentary in this video. See, look, I can even show you. See the bar, the progress bar? It's just me. So where in this video did I break YouTube terms of service?
What? DSP in the clip, I mean, you could argue, I think what the terms of services is that I think like YouTube like says you can't insult or whatever other YouTubers or whatever the fuck. And I find that kind of moderation to be very like weird. You know, like, because I get why it exists. But I feel like it's like, well, what's to say what's a personal attack and what isn't? I don't know. I don't know like how to respond to that, man. Because maybe I'm breaking TOS right now. But I just think to some degree it's that, of course, people are gonna say whatever DSP is doing is breaking TOS because it's DSP, and people just want him gone to a degree or whatever, and TOS is like a funny thing to get him on. Like, you know, it to a point, it's like, you know, just move on. Just move on. If you don't think you're breaking TOS, then why are you responding to this?
If you don't explain it, you have misrepresented your video. This is a deceptive title. This is called slander or defamation or both. Okay?
Learn.
It's a slanderous defamatory video because
Whatever.
you didn't make your point. If you said these statements in the video break YouTube's terms of service, and here's how. Here's the YouTube terms of service. Here's where Phil broke them. He's in trouble, right? Then the video would be legal. Except
Well,
you didn't do that.
what if Doody didn't want to show what rule you're breaking because he doesn't want you to like weasel out of what you did? He's like, well, maybe he assumes that the audience reads the TOS. Everything of that?
Do that because you're a lazy fucking bum. All you did was clip me, and then you made an accusation in the title. That's false because I didn't break YouTube terms of service. You fucking incredible fucking idiot.
Okay, DSP. If you don't know what the terms of service was that Doody's referencing, then how do you know you didn't break it? That insinuates you knew what he was talking about, correct? But you said you don't know what he's talking about, so how do you know you didn't break it?
I've been around for 16 fucking years. I know YouTube terms of service. I can
Is he up to date though? I mean, he does realize the TOS changes every time, right? Like, come on now, dog.
criticize you however the fuck I want. I'm not threatening you. I'm not doing anything against YouTube's terms of service. But I have the right to criticize you the same way you criticize me. Here's the problem. He can't take it. He can't take having the camera now turned on him.
Oh my
He's been
god,
doing
this is
to me.
This
for
is
something
so
like-
corny. Dude, you think that you're the first one to like criticize Doody? Like there's been like I've seen so many people like just openly say they don't like Doody and Doody spreads misinformation, whatever. People have said this about Doody multiple times. DSP, you're not the first one to say it. I don't think you're going to be the last. I mean, people say shit about people all the time. Whatever.
3+ years, I believe. His channel was created in 2021. I don't know when he laid the cameras on me and went heavy in on me, but he's making bank doing it. Now, all of a sudden, someone's calling him out on it. Not just me, but also Casino. And he can't take it. I can't take criticism. But he should. You were in the game. You entered the game the moment you started making this kind of content, and now you deserve to be called out for your actions.
But how is he, like,
if you
freaking out, though?
Delete your fucking channel. Close it.
Like, he's saying this, but it's like an 8-minute thing, just saying that this dude is unhinged. And it's like, that's just a statement, man. Whatever.
Right now, and go away.
Go away.
Or learn to play the fucking game and take it like a man. Stop being a bitch. Okay? So anyway, this video violates copyright law.
But can you say the same about what DSP is doing? Think about it, right? DSP says something about Doody. Doody then responds by saying he's personally attacking me and he's unhinged. And then DSP saw that and is responding in this way, where he's going, like, what, 20 minutes? I don't know how long this part is going for. Whatever. Let's see. This is 28 minutes, starts almost 10 minutes. It's almost a 10-minute rant. Like 5 to 10-minute rant about this. Doesn't that also show that you can't take criticism? I mean, the dude is criticizing you, saying that you broke TOS, and you're freaking out about him saying that you broke TOS. Again, this is a circular argument, and it's like, dude, if you don't think you broke TOS and the dude can't take criticism, then move on with your life and be positive. This dude tells us every day he's so positive, and yet this is openly going against it.
Video actually violates YouTube's terms of service.
And you notice this, right? You notice this. For years and months, he says, I'm not going to respond to trolls because that's what they want. And this and that. Guess what? He's responding to trolls every day. Doody specifically. And it's like, dude, I thought you're positive. Ever since this king shit started, he got way more into, like, talking about trolls. And I just wonder, when was, like, longtime fans that praise Phil for not addressing the trolls are gonna, like, decide to wake up and leave? Because someone kind of did that, and you could argue the dude was a LARPer or whatever, and DSP couldn't take it. He was like, well, Rich was mean to me first, man. But it's like, it doesn't matter who did it first. If you're gonna take the high road, you can't go to the low road and still say you're on the high road.
I violated YouTube's terms of service, but I didn't do it. So you have a double infringement video that gets 10,000 views because the people who watch his content are complete idiots. Oh, by the way, if you didn't notice...
You know, you also noticed, correct? He did this video, and he brought this up, and that made me want to go check the video out to see, hey, did he not talk in this video? I want to watch a little bit more. And it gave him a view. DSP, I don't think this is a good idea. Just saying, dog.
His tags are Cyrax Nation and Low Tier
God,
so his tags are also wrong. Because it's not...
He literally, by the way, said DSP, not DSP, oh my god, DSP said Doody couldn't get views on videos because he put my name in his hashtags so he would get attention. And Doody probably, well, I mean, he did include his names anyway in the description, but DSP doesn't click see more, he never does. But, he looks at this, and maybe Doody did that to, like, prove a point. Let's not think about this one.
It's not even tagged properly. This guy's so lazy. He's tagging his videos with the incorrect information on them. See that?
So now it's incorrect. So first, Doody tagged the videos so that his videos would go into DSP's search algorithm and it would take DSP's views. Now, the tags are for relativity to the topic. And again, you see why no one should do what DSP wants, because let's say if Doody decides I'm not gonna monetize the DSP, like let's say he does what I do, where I don't have ads enabled on DSP videos. I only have ads enabled for like my videos that I'm talking about, like dumb shit like Alien, the Guilty Gear video I uploaded, all that stuff. I only monetize that, but I don't monetize the DSP videos. I guarantee you, DSP would also say, if he's in this kind of fervor about it, he would say, well, you see, he didn't monetize the DSP videos, but you know what he's doing? He's like doing DSP videos and then doing videos that are not DSP and monetizing that, so the people who are watching his DSP content will trickle over into the other videos. And it's a never-ending cycle, because he kind of already insulted people for doing that too, by the way. So it doesn't matter. It will never be enough for Phil to like just shut up.
I mean, you can't make it up. The guy has absolutely no work ethic whatsoever. He pays other people to make animations for him.
DSP, who made the tip animations for you? Did Popsicle get paid? Did the guy who's doing it now get paid? What about the emotes? Did you pay someone to make that? So I guess if you're talented, you would just not pay anyone anything. Only untalented people pay people to do work for them. DSP, do you like just how much bleach do you actually drink? Because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm saying he doesn't drink bleach, but he really does. How much does he drink?
He throws shit together that doesn't even make sense. It's crap. Why do idiots watch the content? Oops, because I just said it, because they're idiots. They're morons who don't care about the truth of a situation. They just want drama. So they go there, they watch the trash, and they believe it because they're morons. Or maybe they don't believe it, they just don't care. They're just there to watch the trash. Here's the difference. I'm here to take out the trash. You understand? You can watch the dude.
So what's he gonna do? Again, this is empty gestures. I'm gonna take out the trash. And it's not, okay, like, what are you gonna do?
You can play with the duty. I'm here to flush the duty. All right? This guy's content is complete fucking utter nonsense. Now, I'm about to look at some other videos. All right? But before we do, I want to do some shout outs because I told you guys I'm still on after I wake up. I like to watch time.
Okay, whatever.
I upload those videos individually. The videos, and they were live with. Well, why? I don't. The videos like that.
I love that we're stuck on this.
And they actually give me.
And then we have the thumbnail
actually
of
give
like
me, a good amount of viewership and revenue with that. So I don't want to abandon those people. They're not going to watch the archive live stream because they don't care. They just want to watch the content. They don't care about what we did before we gamed, what we did. Play the live stream with all the music in the beginning. Like, what's the point of that, right? Also, honestly, a lot of the times my streams get demonetized over time for bullshit reasons. Like, YouTube will misidentify one of my own musical remixes as someone else's content, and then they demonetize the stream after the fact. So if I leave it live and people watch it, I don't make anything on it. But if I...
Okay.
But for me, I've always... Thank you guys so much for that. No super chats, no members, and $15 in tips. So if you guys could support the stream, I would really appreciate that. All right, let's continue. So here's the content this guy puts out. So the first video, so the reason I brought this up, by the way, I should go back to my point.
Oh my God.
The reason I brought this video up,
I couldn't even organize his points.
The Kino Casino guys were addressing this video on their stream when I joined it. They were like, yeah, why'd you make that bullshit video about Phil today? You realize that in the video title, you're essentially calling people to action, saying that Phil violated YouTube's terms of service, which he didn't, but you're trying to get people to false flag Phil.
What if he did, though?
And they're like, oh, no, that's not true. I'm not trying to do that. He actually, I'm not even kidding, he joined their chat room. He joined the...
Whoa, wait, so Doody joined the chat room to respond to them talking about him? Why would he do that? I can't believe it. Someone would like watch a stream and then be like, wait, they're talking about me? Okay, I'm gonna jump in on that. Why would he do that? Now, this is a dude that also like complained that you know when Craig and Adam were talking about DSP, well, DSP wasn't there, and he was like, oh, why would they talk about me when I'm not even there? Because he was talking about Doody. Why shouldn't Doody be allowed to like defend himself? Okay.
Joined the Kino Casino chat room to argue with them on the stream where we were supposed to be doing co-op gameplay. He disturbed our co-op by joining the chat room and starting to argue with these guys. All right. So again, he's interjecting himself into the situation.
So it's okay. How did he interject himself? They were talking about his video. And they openly asked, so why did he make that video? So was Duty not supposed to, like, respond? Why? It's his video.
It's his own fault if he gets involved and felt it, as the guys like to say, because he's the one who keeps doing this.
But then,
he didn't.
But why can't he defend himself? This dude, are you stupid? He sits there and no one is there that he can't defend himself against all this trolling. But man, fuck you if you go and defend yourself. Like, fuck off.
Have to fucking get involved, but he does.
Again, then DSP can't complain when people shit on him and he can't defend himself then. Because why does Kino Casino get the pass to shit on Duty and Duty can't? It is ridiculous for him to join their chat to talk about it. The thing that they're talking about.
Over and over and over. All right? So, here's the deal. He goes in there, he's arguing, oh, I didn't do that. That's bullshit. I actually didn't do that. Yes, you did. It's right here in black and white, and I just explained how. So you're a liar. You're a hypocrite. You say you're independently wealthy, yet you still monetize your
a lot
channel
of the times, does DSP realize that people who break TOS, they usually don't say they do. Or a lot of people who, abusers, they're not going to openly say, yeah, I abused that person. Yeah, I did that. They usually try to say, I didn't do that. No, you don't understand. It's different. It's different, man. Like, you realize that people that don't want to get repercussions usually try to spin it differently. Like, come on.
You probably pocket the money because you're a greedy fuck too. You don't give it to charity or whatever if you're wealthy.
How do you know that?
Keep it for yourself because you're a greedy piece of shit.
But again, how do you know he's greedy? How do you know he doesn't donate to charity? It's so funny, right? He uses the same talking points we have on Phil to Duty. It's kind of funny, right? But DSP tells us every day, you shouldn't brag about donating to charity. You should just do it, man. Just do it. But he doesn't know if Duty does it or not. So he wants Duty to make a video saying, yeah, I donated to charity. So then he can say, oh, wow, this guy is trying to brag about donating to charity. But guys, DSP is the one that moves the goal. DSP never moves the goalposts. Only the trolls do.
How else do you pay for these shitty animations in your fucking crappy videos, right?
So, wait. So, he pays people to make stuff, but he's greedy. But he pays people for the work. Unlike Phil, who isn't greedy, who doesn't pay people. I don't know. This is really, really weird logic. I can't follow it. I'm not on his level. I just can't fathom that concept.
Exactly. Then you make misrepresented videos. You're breaking copyright law because you're not doing fair use with making it a transformative work. You're literally just ripping stuff and thinking it's transformative. That's not. Then you have misleading titles, which also break YouTube's terms of service, but that's okay. You can do that, right? It's insane. The guy's the biggest hypocrite on the fucking planet. You understand? He is. Now, they argued with him back and forth for a while. And after 10 minutes of doing it, it was like, dude, we got to get to the gameplay. So we eventually said enough of this fucking shit, and we got to the gameplay, and we didn't care anymore, right? But just to show you what a waste of time and a waste of life this channel is. I mean life because he's wasting his life. You understand that?
I don't know if it's necessarily wasting time when they got you to respond to him every day. You want to see how meaningless
it is? You ready for this? All right. Breaking, Kino Casino attacks Duty. Yes, I just told you what happened. It happened on their stream. You can watch their archive stream right now to see it raw.
But is it a talking video? It's a talking video.
Avatar and shit. You can actually watch the real content on their channel, Kino Casino Gaming, over on Kick.
And what if I don't want to go to Kick?
DSP's take on Twitter. Well, actually, DSP take on Twitter verification slaps him right in the face. Again, improper grammar. It's DSP's take, you fucking idiot.
God.
Apostrophe S. I own the take. Apostrophe S. Learn fucking grammar, you dunce.
What if
you have a fucking YouTube channel where you're getting over 1 million views a month and $5,000 of revenue?
Fucking find a bridge.
Fucking title your video with grammar. You are a fucking idiot. Now,
What if he's not a native speaker?
The Beggar King is now paying Elon. This is also the worst titling. Dude,
The Beggar
DSP
King.
take on Twitter verification.
You know what? It's gonna come around full circle to the point, right? Where DSP will, or not DSP, Dewey will just make dumb titles purposefully to get to DSP, and maybe that's gonna trickle out to other trolls. And then he's gonna keep mocking them for making dumb titles, but at the same time, it's like, you know, these are YouTube videos, and you're like dedicating time about this. I don't know, whatever.
Slaps him right in the face. The Beggar King. Dude, no one wants to read a paragraph. Just fucking make it. DSP is a hypocrite about Twitter. There's your title. Could I run your channel? Really? Could you pay me? Actually, how about this? I offer my services to Duty Streams.
No, I don't know, DSP. That sounds greedy. Why should Duty pay you? That's greedy, right? I mean, if it's greedy for him to pay other people to make animations for him, I think it's greedy to pay you. So I think you should listen to you and to your example and say, okay, you know what, DSP, you can make the titles. I'm not going to be greedy and I will not pay you, because that's apparently what you do. And, and maybe you can find another way to pay him by like maybe give him a special video. You know, maybe Duty can like do a Duty video for him since he loves Duty so much. You know,
pay me and I'll actually run your channel for you better than you're running it, because you can't even run it right. Your title is awful. Okay, this video. Okay, what is it about? Are you ready? Do you want to know what it's about? It'll look better if, let's see here. I think his thumbnail is actually better than watching the video.
why?
Because you don't have to watch the video. So here's his thumbnail, right? It says, "The king is back,
really
baby,"
talking
and shows
about
a verified check mark on my Twitter account, all right? Here is my Twitter. Yes, there's a verified check mark. That's his video.
Yeah, but DSP, you realize, right, that you said it was stupid and it was a waste of time and you wouldn't pay money for a broken website. He said all of this. Like, I don't want to look for it. I don't know where to find it. I'm not on the right account. Whatever. It's bullshit anyway. But this dude has openly said it's stupid to pay for Twitter. And it actually is. It's really stupid to pay for fucking Twitter. And it's fucking garbage. It's a trash site, by the way. And this dude is sitting there like, yeah, man, I paid for it. So what? You made fucking You made tweets, and you also said it was that you never want to pay Elon. And now he's paying Elon. This is like clown behavior. Clown behavior.
Okay? Now, his video is basically, Phil's a hypocrite, because he said that paying Elon Musk for verification status on Twitter is bad, right? So he's a hypocrite, okay? Actually, wrong. What you did is you took
wrong.
one segment of all the things that I've said about Twitter over the years, and you took
God,
it
that
as
is
a
so
black and white fact. That's
awful.
not the case. Here's what I said.
You'll just get paying notifications there. I mean, I think that they added that even on Twitter. But man, I'm so glad I have that extension where I don't deal with that.
In all the time I've been using Twitter, even the time that I've had viral tweets go live and things like that, it's never really benefit me. All right? So therefore, when they announced you could pay to keep your verification check mark on Twitter and everyone's going to lose it, but you're going to get all these benefits, I announced I would pay for it if I could find a reason, if there's a good reason to get those benefits. Like, what benefits am I getting out of it? Correct? When it was finally announced, I was like, you know what? It's not good. These are not good benefits, right? I said this.
But what's the benefit? Listen.
It's just not good benefits to me at all.
Just listen
so
to it.
I'm not going to do it. And then later on, I criticized. I said, yeah, you'd probably be an idiot to pay for the verification status if you're just a normal user, because it doesn't do anything, right? Here's the thing. I could totally see if you're a business and you're...
So, if you're a normal user, DSP, you were talking about how you're not going to pay for it, though. So now he was LARPing. Like, this dude is so dented just to pay for Elon. Look how much he has to, like, validate his purchase. Because it's like deep down he kind of feels like a sucker. And he is a sucker. To pay for this fucking site that took away basic functionality from people. And, like, he's paying for that. He's paying for a site that was way better before Elon bought it. And that's not saying much, but Elon made it, factually worse.
and you're trying to operate on Twitter and you need your content to be filtered through all of the bullshit. For example, right now on YouTube, I use YouTube for business.
But DSP, you literally were using Twitter as a business when they first instituted this, and you said it wasn't worth it. And they didn't drastically change Twitter Blue or whatever the fuck since then. And now you have it. So what changed? What made you? Because now you can use it as a business, but you what?
So I have a YouTube premium account, which I pay YouTube every month, so I have no ads on YouTube. So now I can watch videos for my React content with no ads on them. If I don't, I'd have so many fucking ads inundating me.
He could do that with ad block, but he does technically have a point in the sense that YouTube is like doing funky stuff with ad blockers now. So there's more of a defense for YouTube Premium and all this stuff. And I think even in general, like you could probably rationalize it better to pay for YouTube than Twitter. Arguably you could make that statement. Twitter, there's no reason to pay for Twitter. Like absolutely no reason. It's complete nonsense. And I think just making that argument makes you look like a fucking clown. No one can sit there and say, well, actually, it's a good idea to actually, pay for Twitter because Twitter sucks.
I would never be able to use YouTube for business at all. You understand? So I have to pay the YouTube premium in order to actually get
it's not comparable
use out of the site for my business. It's worth paying. In the case of Twitter, no shit. I actually have barely used Twitter at all in the last year since all these changes happened to Twitter. And then all of a sudden something happened this month. I'm getting a ton of attention on me. All of a sudden, I'm getting hundreds and more new followers on Twitter that I never had before.
Since he's getting attention, so how come the people I follow that are bigger than Phil, by the way, aren't paying for Twitter? They're not paying for Twitter, and they don't have this problem. I wonder.
In fact, I want to say I probably got about 1,000 new followers. I could be wrong there, but I think I used to be like 26 something, and now I'm 27.8. So I had like 1,000 new followers. And the problem was, number one, when I tried to use Twitter, the entire fucking site is ads now. I can't even use this site. There's too many ads, just like YouTube. It's unmanageable. So I can't use the site for business anymore because there's too many ads. Number two,
he uses Chrome. He could literally get a widget to fix this. Again, look at my Twitter. Look how different it looks than his. I don't have the stupid trending tab, but DSP needs a trending tab for his fucking news segments. But like, look at this. I don't see ads. Why don't I see ads? Whatever. Let's see. I'm gonna do the risky. Let's go to the home page. Okay, I mean, this is a cheap ass gamer. I follow cheap ass gamer. Okay, yeah, I follow him. Yeah, where are the ads? I don't see any ads. There's no ads here. I wonder why. Oh, Elizabeth statue. 152. Oh man, that's like not a good price for me, man. See, where are the ads? Why am I not seeing any ads? Huh? Wait. Okay. Why don't I see any ads? Because I have a fucking, I think it's called like a control center. It's a widget on Chrome. You can also get it on Safari if my other oh my god, for my other Apple bros, you guys can install it there too. It's really cool. You can actually it makes it look like normal Twitter, and you don't have to deal with this bullshit. And DSP had to pay for it because he's a dumb baby man. That's so stupid.
Because I wasn't verified, all right, basically my content was getting all lost in the shuffle and shit, and I now have a new audience. In fact, look at that. Did you see that? I just went from 27.8 to 27.9 live. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm actually getting a whole new audience now who actually
because there's no bots, right?
And hearing my takes and hearing about my work. So having this verified account actually benefits me now. Before it did not. I told you, now I have a whole new group of positive people who are interested in my content and want to see it. So getting the verification helps. In fact, look at this. My schedules used to get like 5 likes. Now they're getting 75 likes and 7
They were
reposts.
getting likes before you even got verified, though.
Look at this. A regular post.
Whatever.
90 likes on a regular post. I used to get like 2.
Yeah, but notice that he's not mentioning that he enabled replies again. You notice that he's not talking about that part of it, right? Huh. I wonder why.
So do you understand the difference? For business reasons, this makes sense. And that's why I paid for it, at least for the first month. And I'm going to test it out.
So then why didn't he pay for it when, like, again, he said back then, I read my career like a business. Why didn't he pay for it then when he made all those proclamations? Man, see what happens when you give this guy a lot of money?
I'm
He
going
just
to
throws
see
it
how
away.
it works. All right? Now, I've just explained to you what's going on. Is that hypocritical? How? If
How?
you're saying yes, it's hypocritical. How? I'm testing something for my business, just like I tested YouTube.
Why didn't you test it when it first happened? You know, when it, but then you said there was no value, but you ran your Twitter like a business. How did he know that if he didn't, like, if he got like, how does he know he wouldn't gotten more attention if he did get verified, if he did pay for verification when it launched? How does he know that he wouldn't get more attention?
YouTube Premium, and YouTube Premium worked, so I kept it. So now I'm keeping this for my business, and I'm curious to see how it's going to help. Correct? So how is it hypocritical? I never said in the past, absolutely, there is zero ever reason for any entity or person ever to use YouTube Premium. What I said was it was bullshit. He was taking away people's verification.
No. Oh man. Let me go to full screen. Where is poems? Poems got to be here because I think he has the I may have to go to my other account. No. Poems feature. Oh my god. What is his fucking Twitter? No, I can't. I'll just do that. Okay, maybe I can find him through other people. This is very, very thrilling, very fun. This is the content you guys like to see. No, it's not here. Okay, maybe Gamerface Gaming can help me out. Please. Please. Come on now, dog. Come on. Aw, man. Wait. Got an idea. Maybe I can find him if I go to my account. Go to my page, I should say. Man. It's coming up, guys. It's coming. We got another idea. Got another one. Got another idea cooking. This is entertaining, right? Oh, okay, good. Click on that. There we go. Found it. See, guys. I'm so smart. To think he has the. There it is. Hey Twitter, get fucked. I'm never spending $8 no matter how many features you strip away. Make the richest man in the world eat shit for his bad purchase, lol. But guys, he never said that. He never said never do it. Never.
Verification trade check marks, and that you were just going to be able to buy them because now the verification check mark means nothing. If you're paying for YouTube Premium just to get the check, you're a fucking idiot because it means nothing. This check mark literally doesn't mean anything. But the actual benefit I'm getting from YouTube Premium, meaning no ads on the site, actually
that's the semantics. That's the semantics of it. He's talking about the check mark itself. Literal sour grape moment.
That's the benefit I'm getting out of it.
Whatever.
Do you understand? That's the difference. Okay? So, that's his video here. Okay? Wow, what a useful video.
Man,
I mean, you
this
could
is
have
him
just come to
trying
me to
so
ask me, hey,
hard.
Phil, you're verified on Twitter. What's going on with that? Or he could make a defamatory video that's completely bullshit. Because what he does is he takes an out-of-context clip
Why would he?
from, like, last year.
How
where
is
I
out of
said, Yeah, I'm not
context?
going to do that. I'm not going to pay for YouTube Premium because it's a ripoff, and Elon's a
You know
jerk
what?
for charging you for a verification.
It's very funny, right? He didn't watch the video, so we don't really know the clip Duty used.
Check mark, and he acts like that's representative of what's going on right now. I'm having a renaissance on YouTube. Paying for verification makes sense now. You understand? Now, the final clip. Breaking, DSP wasted $2,448
Of course.
on WWE champions and over $26K in this year alone. All right, first of all, that is complete bullshit.
Bullshit.
That is, I don't know
Why?
where this guy gets his twisted fucking information from. No, I didn't spend $2,448 on WWE champions today, yesterday, over the
Okay.
weekend, in the last month. This guy's fucking nuts. All right? He's literally making it up. Now, here's the funny part about all of this. All right? Because he still thinks that this is something that's important. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, this is my phone right here. You want to know what I'm about to
Show
do?
us the phone.
I'm
Why
about
is he
to
showing us
open
the
WWE
phone?
champions right now
Notice
on my
that.
phone. Okay, I'm open.
Notice we don't get the phone segments. Remember every time we talk about anything doing with phones, you would just hold it to the camera like, guys, mobile games, mobile games, mobile games. Now we don't see the phone anymore. I wonder why.
Opening it right now because I've told you guys, you know I play it. I've admitted this, right? Are you ready for this? This is going to be a good one, folks. You ready for this? Hold on. I'll do it in full screen, too.
But this is like
I'm on the phone. You ready?
this
Here's
is
what I'm going to do.
nothing.
I'm going to go to the store in WWE Champions
This is like
right
nothing
now,
content.
live on my stream. Are you ready? I'm going to buy a pack of coins. You ready? All right, here we
Okay.
go. Oh, my God. Here we go.
This is the same acting he did when Jasper exposed WWE champions, and he started the next stream the next day. I got him. Like that kind of acting. So yeah, his acting chops are so good. Like this is Oscar level.
I purchased a pack of coins in WWE Champions live on stream, everyone. Can you believe it? Oh my, are you ready for this? Folks, I'm going to the loot tab. I'm actually going to the Unbreakable Dragon loot, and I'm clicking. I'm going to pull for WWE Champions live on stream. The Hogans are about to come, brother. Are you ready? In
Wow,
3,
this is like
2,
really
1.
pathetic. As I said, it doesn't really matter if that thing is true or not. The fact that even just him giving a dime to mobile games, like again, this is the guy that got mad at people who spend money in GTA Online, and he's spending money on mobile games. You know, the thing that ruined games, right? Oh, this is a winning picture.
Oh, 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 I got some shards of this fucking guy. Who is this? It says him. Who the fuck is this guy? I don't even know. It's one of the newer Carmelo Hayes. I got 100 Carmelo Hayes shards. Oh, shit. I didn't get a
Okay.
Hogan this time, brother. Do you see,
Brother?
Duty? Can I
Does
tell you
Hogan
something,
say
Duty?
brother like 1,000
Nobody
times?
cares. Nobody fucking cares that
Yeah,
I
they
take
love
WWE
giving me
champions
money.
and or spend any money
Again,
on it.
it wouldn't be a problem if he spend money on mobile games. The fact that he says, "Guys, I have bills to pay. Guys, I need to spend money on bills. My money goes to bills," and then he says that he spends money on mobile games. Like it. As I said, it doesn't matter how much. The fact is, you can still say you waste money. That is a universal truth.
No one. Only my fucking detractors care. My fans, my viewers, they're here to watch my podcast. They're here to watch my content. They're here to see me play games. They want to talk with me and hang out. They don't give a fuck what I do with my money. None of it. I could have 4 Lamborghinis outside of my house. I could have fucking helicopters airdropping in giraffes. I could be doing blow off of the fucking desk in front of me right now. It doesn't fucking matter. People are here
Wow,
for
this is a
content,
cool thing to
not
say.
for you, you incredible fucking brainless twit. Get it? Look, wait a
Now,
minute. So
he
I just
says this, but this dude would go out of his way to show how other people spend money, how they get money. Oh, these people, they're rich, they don't need money. Why are you giving them the money? What if they don't? But his audience is not supposed to care how much money he makes. They're not supposed to care where he spends the money. But man, the people who spend money on Ninja and Markiplier and PewDiePie and all these other YouTubers, let's talk about that. Those people are rich. They don't need money. So we're only allowed to care about you making money if you're rich. Not that you make it our responsibility to understand that you got bills to pay. Like, again, it's one thing to literally just get paid and then go about your business. But DSP makes it everyone's business to care that he needs to pay bills.
I just admitted that I just opened WWE Champions and I did a poll, brother. Right? I did it. Guess what?
So
let's take a look.
But you know what's also hilarious? He immediately did that. Just even if he did or didn't spend money, he did that. Let's say he spent money because he wants us to believe that. He did that like that, no question. Oh, to buy the NES controller for the Switch, $60. That's too much money, man. I can't spend that money, man. No way. Okay, a mobile game. Look at this, guys. I'm spending money on mobile games. Why not spend money on, why doesn't he do that for his job?
Take a look at the stream attendance. Oh, look. It went up. I have more viewers now. Holy shit. Wait a minute. Oh, look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not kidding you. I just received a really enjoying it. Thank you, Bohi Pants, for a very generous $100 tip here on the stream today.
Okay.
Hogan's later. But hold on, because I screwed
Again,
up.
this is after him
I want to
threatening
play
guys.
the special
stream,
celebratory
God.
animation. Ready?
This stream, me not
you ready for this?
Make a lot of money, man.
$100, $100
He's doing the milking dance. He's milking.
for Hogan's. I got $100 for Hogan's, and my viewers are going up. And everyone likes the content, and everyone hates fucking Doody because he's a piece of fucking shit. You're a fucking moron. Nobody
You're a moron.
fucking
Look how mad he's getting at another dude.
cares about this, but you and the other.
Is this funny? You could almost argue he truly didn't care about detractors last year and the year before and all this other time. This is him actually caring. He would go on. He would tell us all the time how back in the day he would make videos talking about his haters and this and that. He said that multiple times. But I always said, well, if you look back at those videos, a lot of times it's surrounded by other stuff like the copyright strikes, just doing a normal podcast, he would just bring up detractors or whatever the fuck. It will always be around something else. It was never truly something that was instigated by what a detractor did or whatever. But now, we are getting actual content tailored about discussing detractors and talking about trolls. He has tweets discussing it. He has tweets hyping up, we're gonna talk about trolls. We're gonna do this. It's more about drama now than it was before. And back then he would say, I used to do content where I would be talking about drama all the time. I would argue he is doing more drama content now than he has ever done in the past. This is the most drama content. We went through all these podcasts we've watched, were all back to back. All of them. And today's Monday, as I'm recording this, and I don't think he's live yet. I would not be surprised if he talks about Doody again today. Because this dude is doing drama content. Something he said he would never do. And he's done it more now than he did back then.
Stunted detractors who think it's content. It's not. No one cares how I spend my fucking money but you. And it ain't your fucking business. So kiss my fucking ass.
Then why do you
What a
like
fucking complete
talk about getting
utter
paid? Why do you
nut
talk
job. This
like
fucking
he
guy-
says this, but again he tells us, guys, I don't get paid until this, guys. I need to get paid, guys. Please support me. This same podcast, he told us how, guys, I don't know what's gonna happen, guys. My reactions usually don't do so well, so the king streak may end, guys. Like, that's not making us care about the money you make? Okay.
fucking guy is. Anyway, back to my nice icy blue background. There we go. On fucking real, dude. So thank you, Bohi Pans, with that
Alright.
bunch of goals. All right? So if you're liking my old content, a lot of content for you to still enjoy my stuff even when I'm not here. A historically accurate record of how YouTube used to be.
Oh god, I forgot he also like
So,
walked through his fucking channel.
You got the gunner glass. None of anyone's fucking business. Get the fuck out of my life and stop fucking acting like you're some kind of a monitor on top of me. You're not. All right?
Aren't you acting like a
Here
monitor
we go.
towards
Shit,
us?
there's a smudge on my fucking glasses. Very good.
Don't monitor me, but I'm gonna monitor you. Ah, yes. Never
I can
lead by
see. Good.
example. Never do that.
I know. People are saying I should buy a Hogan bandana and shades and shit. Anna, that'd be amazing.
Why would he pay that? Someone's gonna give
I
it to him for
received an
free.
$8
Because he's talented.
how it goes. I don't have to show you anything. I can spend my money how I want. I can do what I want, and you can choke on it.
So, again, he can spend his money however he wants, and he can, like, you know, burn it, he can shit on it, he can do whatever he wants. But the people who decide, I wanna buy some shark cards in GTA Online, brother, or they wanna buy another looter shooter, well, those guys are ruining gaming, and they should, like, reevaluate their lives. And be smart. Stop buying games. Spend your money on other stuff. Don't do this. But let me spend money on what I want to spend money on. Okay.
You can take your $8.12 tip, you can turn it sideways, and you can shove it up your detractor candy ass. No one cares. Only you, detractors. Only you. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here. I'm making a living. I'm having fun with my life now. I have my old, longtime fans who've been with me for
He's
a long
having
time. Ride,
fun
and
now.
they're
You
still here.
didn't have fun
I have a whole
before,
new
even though
group
you
of
told us
fans
you
that
had
are coming
fun.
by.
But
I'm
okay.
doing all kinds of new content, co-ops, interviews, all kinds of shit. What are you doing? You're sitting there, you're seething, you're crying, you're sad. Because guess what?
Oh,
The time has come.
man.
Duty is the first. Because every fucking time he puts out a bullshit video, I'm gonna felt his fucking ass. I'm gonna make him look like the little
Phil, you're married. You're married, dude. What the fuck?
bitch he is, and we're all gonna laugh together at what a miserable waste of time and life he is.
You know what? I'm finding more things to, like, dunk on this guy for. He told us for years, right? Correct? That I would never laugh at people's downfall, man. He has been enjoying Rich's downfall and other people's downfalls lately a lot, it seems. And now we're gonna go to his streams and laugh at other people's misery. You know, the thing he said is fucked up. Like, he bragged, he literally bragged how, well, all these people shed on me and they're laughing at my misery. Do you see me laughing at their misery? No, man. But now we're laughing at other people's misery. Wow, DSP, you're so fucking cool, man. Like, goddamn, dude. I really hope the worst for you.
He is. And then, coming for you.
For who?
Anyway,
Who's he coming for? Why are we doing these vague ass threats? He's coming for me. Okay, you know what? Okay, fine, DSP. If you're gonna say you're coming for me, well, if you're really gonna come at me, bro, face me in Guilty Gear, Strive. I'll pick whatever character. I'll give him options. I'll go either with you. DSP can tell me, hey, Abba, Eno, Jacko, Biken. One of those 4 characters. Tell me which one you want me to play. Bedman. There you go. 5 characters. He could pick any of those characters and I'll play that character. and I'll still whip him his ass. The only thing I'll say is no Happy Chaos. That's where I draw the line. Happy Chaos is not a real match. That's for babies and people who don't know who don't want to do combos. So no Happy Chaos, please. But he can even pick Asuka. He can pick Asuka. You know, that's a character that can zone me. But face me in Guilty Gear Strive, Phil, and then we'll go from there. If I win, you have to shut up forever and never talk about trolls ever again. If I win, you give me half of your tips total. So if he makes like $10, I get $5. If he makes $50, I get half of that. Whatever. There you go. And he has to pay me until he retires. There you go. That's if I win. If he wins, I will appear on the Level 1 podcast and we can discuss anime together. There you go.
Let's continue. I received a $5 tip from an anonymous tipper. Here's for your Hogan Fund. Thank you so much. $5 for the Hogan Fund. Sounds good to me. Thank you so much. There'll be many.
Is there any more I want to talk about?
I just received a $5.
You know what? Wait.
It is hilarious. Any of those old Madness series from...
Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna end it here, guys. Thanks for watching this long video. Let's do another double check on DSP Gaming.
You understand?
Channel. Let's do another one. This is a clip, I believe. Did he mirror the thumbnail? No, he didn't. This thumbnail looks really fucking weird. Some of these thumbnails are just odd. Alright. I think that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Let's go back to my channel. I want to find a specific Guilty Gear video to end on. Do I have one? Oh, I didn't upload it to YouTube. I uploaded it to Twitter. You know, fuck, we're not gonna watch the whole thing. I'll just play this. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Shifting straight. What's next? Shift altering. Inducing emission.